on, Otren. After exploring one of the farms near the main... Oh, God.
Are you blowing your nose?
Who's eating their mic?
I think Smurf.
Oh, sorry. Hold on.
He's gotta get comfy. So,
Settle in.
last time on Otren, after getting back to after arriving in one of the major town sections right next to Otren, basically being within the confines of the castle's dominion, he started meeting with many of the refugees and even met up with Havon and his sister. I realized that they are helping run some of the shops, and that Commander Zhang had brought some of the troops and purposely dismissed them amongst the group so they can go and be part of the townsfolk as well, and also to show that they are not being traitorous or scheming, and that the guard, captain of the guard could trust them. After a few more interesting days of gathering a little bit of information, as well as having the strange little gnome Kuposhak that's still kind of the odd little anomaly following him around with you, you'd come to realize that one of the townships one of the farms are acting strange, not putting out as much product, but also seemingly being more cautious, especially due to the times, the fear, and the fact that war is fully broken out. But you decide to investigate it, especially under the suspicion that it might be aiding one of the other countries. What?
Oh, no, your dramatic pause. I was like, is that our point?
I was going to say, after coming to investigate the farm, and got here fairly late, as it was getting pretty dark and pretty much now nighttime. You were exploring around, asking a few questions here or there, and after getting a few answers, you decided to check out the main storage barn. After speaking with Vinoven, as she seemed to be pretty sketch, though the neighbor, who seems to be pretty boisterous, Brem, was quick to tell some information, but went back into his house to kind of brush things off and also to not be involved anymore, but just kind of try and help you guys out. After inspecting the barn, you found that there are a fair amount of people that are actually hiding on one side of it. After them telling you that it always comes out at night and doesn't let anyone leave the farm, you decided to investigate the area and found a very conspicuous looking jar which had this unique symbol upon it. After a brief moment of inspecting it, Ramus proceeded to eat some bizarre black ichor from it, and to which, after consuming a huge amount of this as fast as he could, proceeded to vomit it on the floor, which formed a massive tentacular creature with teeth and eyeballs all over it, and a massive mighty mouth in the center of the body and the writhing mass. All of it speaking directly into your mind and trying to grab onto you and eat pieces of you. Thalos, who was holding on to the black runestone, realized that it started to glow after Ramus had called out for Rotonapar's power, and after handing the runestone over to him, had metamorphosized into what seemed to be a fully armored knight, and seemed to have been protected against the evil this creature, whatever it was doing or corrupting the area.
The Chocolate Ranger.
So, which we now finally come back to this point, is after you've purged this creature and shattered this jar.
Was it the sword or the whole thing that did that? Because I remember when you said my sword changed, the thing, like, recoiled away. would I be able to tell the difference? Because I know the sword had its own power, didn't it?
For that, you could tell that the creature definitely recognized the sword. You assumed that it probably figured that you had the entire thing. It probably didn't realize that you didn't have the black rune stone at the time.
Oh, okay, so my sword's just regular. It's the whole armor.
The whole armor and everything, as well as not having a full chance to play around with it, as obviously you're going to shift out of it. Wouldn't have a full chance to play with the armor, but you could tell it definitely is much more empowered with the black runestone. Almost like the black runestone is a power source in itself. You could tell that Rotonapar would be able to do some things to a good degree without it, but has definitely more strength with it.
Okay. I don't know if I need to waste this because 6 days is a long time.
Yeah.
So I am gonna go half. Yeah, I'm just gonna go back to cool looking sword.
All right. And so, obviously, when you shift down and all, you definitely heard Vinovan from her home, an extremely ear-shattering scream after the jar was shattered. Which now you do hear a few things from around the farm almost go silent for a brief moment before it starts becoming slowly replaced by eerily unnerving sounds. Unique. Some that could sound like wolves, others that sound like creaks of metal and wood, almost like reverbs and so forth. Almost as if you were in a cave, but just hearing the reverb of each of these sounds kind of bounce off of each other, back and forth between the walls.
Can I fire enchant my empowered sword?
For that, yes, it can.
All right. So since it's pitch black, hearing that, I do that actually. I decide that I want to have a fire sword, and just this sounds like a good time for this.
It's pitch black? Like we can't
But
see?
like outside, it's dark.
Yeah.
Can I cast Produce Flame and have a flame appear in my hand? It sheds bright light in a 10-foot radius and a dim light for additional 10 feet.
That you can.
Alright, so I do that, and I don't like hold it up. I kind of like lantern it with my other hand, but like I use it like a flashlight.
Alrighty.
I kind of shine it on spots and I check with everyone and I say, we're all here, all accounted for.
Yes.
I would.
The sounds that are echoing around, does it sound like they're communicating?
For that, as far as you can tell, it seems to just kind of almost be random sounds coming from various creatures. Not really communicating, but just kind of almost cacophonous noise.
With Aiden's fire flame thingamajiggy, can we see deep enough to like see any kind of shadows?
We're still indoors. Is it bright in here or?
With the current flames that are going on, inside is fairly bright. Outside, very eerily dark. And rain, especially since you're near the door.
Okay. Yeah.
You could see up into the night sky. There originally was a moon there, and you suddenly realize that there's no moon. There's no stars. It's pitch black.
Oh. If I noticed that, I would say that I would turn to the others and point out like, hey guys, something's wrong outside. Like, I'll point out there to them.
Yeah, I just shoveled strange goo into my mouth from a jar I've never seen before. I think we're past strange.
Can I roll
That
some...
Yeah, but you've always been a little weird, you know. So.
I'm gonna stride over to where Rain is before Aiden gets there, just because you have the light. I just want to see with my dark vision. Can I do? Can I see in the darkness? With my normal 120 foot range, like out there, or is something obscuring even my dark vision?
Also, can
Well, I was just gonna say, looking up into the sky and around, there doesn't seem to be anything obscuring your vision. It just they're not there.
Okay. So
Can
you
I-
shit.
can I
The
make
buildings and
a
the sentiment are still here, though.
can I make a roll to know about creatures that take away the stars or create magical darkness? If I've ever heard of this before, can I roll a history?
You could go ahead and roll a history.
Not
Can
trained
I-
for this. Well, I'm gonna fucking do it anyway.
Oh, whoops! I didn't mean to do that. But can
Oh,
I
no, you
roll
should use
if
that,
gives
Arcana.
me anything?
Magical darkness, knowledge of magical
Does that-
creatures.
Do I learn anything?
So, Aramis, you assume that this might be just a illusion or maybe a trick, especially after what just happened between the creature coming out of the jar forming from the mass. That there's definitely a form of magical play at something either immensely powerful or maybe consolidated to this area to be able to block out the vision of the heavens.
So, like, someone just cast darkness just on this area, basically.
And Aiden, you think it might be someone probably just trying to mess with you, and especially considering the fact that everyone's still in the barn, maybe the barn has been cursed due to the fact that the jar was held within here.
Do I get any sense of, because it's not magically dark in here, that maybe it's somebody from outside, not somebody from inside, or would I not know that?
For that, you're not entirely sure, because usually if somebody were to do that, you would at least see them visually first, or they would be nearby, so they would at least be spotted by somebody here.
Okay.
Alright, Remus, I guess, knowing that turns around. In my experience, when we kill something, spells usually go away.
That sounds to me as if we killed the wrong thing.
It might have had an accomplice. We should.
It sounded like it was from outside. I feel like we need to light something on fire.
Perhaps the one that we found in the jar wasn't the one that was terrorizing the. My voice is all over the place. I'm sorry. Let me figure it back out.
It's like 15 different personalities. That's all it is.
Yeah, you know.
I
Come on,
appreciate you
let's
for
get
trying.
get your method acting on. Dude, I just gruffed my voice a little.
For a second, I heard Ziri. But anyway.
So,
Question, is this thing here my spiritual weapon by any chance? Or is this like a...
yes, that was your spiritual weapon.
Okay.
Oh, your fine-tooth comb.
Yeah, at this point, I believe it would be
That's supposed to be brass knuckles with like talons.
spiked knuckles.
Yeah, in honor of Ziri, remember? How do I make that into like a little symbol to use in this game? Because I seriously want these brass knuckles. I'm not kidding. If I send you like a small picture, would you be able to use it?
Yeah.
Lit. Alright, carry on, sir.
So,
Yeah, I'm all the way in the corner with my fire sword, ready to cut something down.
all right. You could definitely see all the other people who've been here probably a good while are still frazzled and panicked, and they are kind of like just looking still at shock of after what they just witnessed of you guys fighting and killing over in the corner.
I turn around. I guess I looked at Thalos. Do you think the doors would be a safe place?
Yes, I think that is probably the best place for these people to stay.
I guess I turn around to them and I'm like, all right, who wants to stay here with whatever we possibly may have gotten rid of in that jar, or brave out into the darkness to some dwarves who will probably be much safer.
How far are the dwarves? Like, you can see the guy in front asks that of me.
Just up on the hill. Not far at all. I will lead you there.
If it were up to me, I would suggest that we move as a group. I would not like to face one of those things alone.
Never split the party.
That's good
Never split the
advice.
party.
Whoever told you that was a smart man.
Clearly.
It's worked till now.
Or woman. I don't want to be sexist.
Word.
Or anyone in between. You know, you do you, man.
We're accepting
We're
here.
progressive here.
Aiden looks off into the distance. Yeah.
However they identified.
Ramus starts to.
And the group
well,
can move as a whole toward the dwarves' house.
Ramus sticks his sword out. Not far, just like out the doorway into the darkness to see if it casts any sort of light. I know it's a spell.
Rain, would you allow me to stand next to Ramus?
Sure.
Allow to help shed some light. And I'll hold my flame, my produced flame next to him. Dallas brushes past without a care in the world.
Because I can see that. Because the thing is, like, I've got 120 feet of dark vision, but if I'm in your circle of light, that kind of like, I'm right back down to 60, so
I got you.
that's why I'm just a little bit out.
Do we get anything from outside, or
Let's see.
Can I make a perception
you're
check
rolling
to see
for
if there's
that
any...
now, aren't you?
So,
Make
well,
a
actually,
perception check to see if I... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
so as you do see everyone like quickly shuffling over, they are very eager to follow after, and which obviously they saw you deal with it, but they're not about to go hustling off alone. So they very quickly gather around. But as you do look outside, where exactly are you looking at? Are you just kind of looking around the houses,
Yeah. See if we get some light in our general direction. If I can see anything out into the light, Thalos, I guess, as well.
Yeah.
Seeing if we can illuminate the area.
So the area definitely illuminates. You can see that some of the houses have gone completely dark. The dwarven house is still lit up and merry and happy because you can still hear them singing. So,
How many dwarves were in there?
3.
Yeah, let's see.
All right.
Thank you.
So you can very easily make your way across the street to the dwarven house. Met everyone else kind of like huddled up and following you.
I will say that I'll take up the rear just to keep an eye, since I also have a dark vision.
Damn elves. Fucking pointy ears.
Hey,
I guess Ramus Sands are there windows here or here, or is it just?
Yeah, where you see
Wooden.
those little pegs, like the differentiation of the colors is window.
Oh, can I see inside to see what they're doing before I knock on this door?
For that, you can see that they're still making stew. They're having a good laugh and pouring a couple of drinks between each other. Still, you can see that the back door is still open, and Marinus is, humming along and just kind of peeling a few potatoes here and there.
So I guess I'd knock on the door.
I'll join you.
So,
Greetings, cousins.
yeah,
I
welcome
must ask
back.
a favor.
All right.
Sorry to darken your doorstep again, but these people need safe haven. We have run across a supernatural entity. in the farmhouse. Not the farmhouse. I'm sorry. The what was it? A factory?
It's barn storage.
Yeah, in the barn. In the barn. And now we must find the source of this evil.
We have
Can
something
you
to
watch
light
over
on
this?
fire, so this darkness goes away. Short version.
Then more than welcome to stay. You need an extra hand.
I looked to Jin to see if he thinks we should take the extra help.
He nods
yes.
and agrees.
All right.
Any aid you can offer, greatly appreciated.
He'll go over and pick up a dwarven maul. And
F yeah.
start fucking stomping outside. He points inside to the wrestler. You're welcome to stay. Baroness and Deck will keep you safe.
Step out of the way so the folks can go in.
So, what'd you find in there? Bears, gnolls, cultists?
Probably all of them combined.
Alright, sounds like a good time.
Nothing definitive, unfortunately.
So far, just a jar full of goo and a something with a lot of tentacles.
Sounds like they left something to rot in there too long.
Or not long enough.
Well, let's get these civilians inside first, and then we can go crash the party.
Do we keep Nero with them, or do we take?
I think if we're fighting something, having Nero with us would be a benefit.
True.
Especially if this is like to kill something. Yeah, I'll take Nero with us.
Alright.
Alright, so. Alright, then we're off. And Ramus starts chugging.
All right. Oh, just a reminder. I don't know if anyone sold theirs. I've still got mine, and I'm willing to use it. But I think we all had from like that first game, Gems of Brightness. So if anybody wants to like light up the night, just a reminder.
I don't have one of those. Zeriz was lost.
Oh, dang. Sorry.
No, it's fine. I can conjure fire.
Should also.
For free, whenever I want. I am the fireman.
Nothing is truly
I'm the
ever
fire
proven.
starter.
When the
Fire
Fire Nation.
Nothing was the same. Before I get up there, in true Ramus fashion, I stop, I turn around, and I go, so are we going in there, or are we just doing the usual and just lighting the place on fire?
My other hand catches fire.
They blotted out the stars in the sky. I don't think an oily fire is going to start at this time. But it might not hurt to try.
Fire can purify all.
Well then, is that why you're burnt all over?
He just looks at you.
Doesn't seem very pure.
Where do you suggest we start? He's looking at Jin now. He's the only one who's not making fun of him.
We should find this nice.
Divine sense should help. Alright, Super Jin, hit us with it. That's terrifying. Wiggling of fingers intensifies. That's the sound effect. I don't know if that was supposed to be whispered, GM, but...
Oh, that one, no, it's quickly grabbing your friend's sheet here.
Oh, thank God.
Durham. Damn it, now they know he's a veteran.
Oh no! And before 8 veterans come out of the barn, all on an initiative turn 11. We were duped!
So,
This lady looks crazy. She's bleeding from her eyes.
Who is that? Or did she just pop up right now?
she was in the barn with everyone else.
Oh.
Why was she sneaking up on Aiden?
She was just sitting there.
Creepy.
Oh, you just left her out?
Yeah, I accidentally left her outside.
We've been duped, boys! Alright, so, where was the Witches of Eastwick? Here? Or was it the one further up here?
I thought it was this one.
These people gave weird vibes, I remember. I don't remember exactly what happened with that house, but we were all cramming in there, and then we all had to get out very quickly.
Yeah, but the one that was further east, that was the woman who was just taking a bath out.
Yeah, she was just chilling.
So was it this one? That it was all weird.
Yep, it was this one.
That one.
It's also where you heard the scream come from. But,
Yeah, you remember?
Lovely.
honestly,
Lovely.
Jin went in there and he's pretty much like laid down, you know, the charm, and then we were all standing by the windows looking in.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
like creepers.
Ramus turns around. I guess who feels like going house to house?
Ugh,
Now we know where the screams came from. It came from that house. I think we need to bust up in there.
Is it? Did it come from this one?
Yes.
so,
Okay. Alright, so
So can we like peek into the windows? Do we see anything from the inside? Is there any dim lights or whatnot?
You go take a bath then.
so
Sorry.
inside the house is now completely pitch black.
can I
Hmm.
near one of the windows I throw my Orban? Like I break the window with the butt of my sword and I throw the Orban.
A light grenade.
Lie down! So,
Even with a fire sword, I'm not going
so
into anything I can't see.
when you throw the Orban, on 2 of the people's faces, you could see that Vinoven is nowhere to be seen. She's completely gone. But on the other 2 people, you could see the man and the woman that were there as well, the ones that were very, very silent for the time. Upon their face, you would see this.
What the fuck? What the fuck? This is
So some
creepy
kind of
looking.
parasite just digging into their faces, and their body is going slowly catatonic.
Are they like
Christ.
That's awful.
Is this like
Can
a
I-
Halloween like special? Fuck.
is
And
it like you said catatonic? Are they like standing there via invasion of the body snatchers, or are they like
They
wiggling
are-
around on the floor?
they are full standing there as this thing is just enmeshing with their skin, embedding in
What
their
are-
mouth, and their eyes are just.
What are they
exploding.
doing currently?
Stab it! Stop that thing. Can I roll medicine to see if I can instruct someone how to take that off of them, or to know what
No,
like the
sorry.
fuck, or maybe
What-
even for me to
what
rush
could
into the room
we,
and try and cut it off with my dagger.
So for that,
Is
you
there-
could, well, obviously you could try and cut it off, or you could try to figure out what's going on. You can see it's clearly meshed underneath the skin. For some of its legs dug into their cheeks. Other parts are kind of like trying to screw in through their ears to
Can
possibly.
we tell what they are, or
Not at all.
what
They
I
look
roll?
very parasitic. At
Can
the-
I make a medicine check? Can I rush into the room and make a medicine check to try and figure out what they are?
Yes, you can, but also, Jin, as you are near the door and you do sense it, you sense there are obviously 3 small fiends, smaller fiendish figures, but there is one bigger one in there. You're not sure where because you can't see it even with the light in the room, but there are more things in there. You can easily assume that the smaller ones that you sense are definitely these parasites trying to infest these people.
Can we see?
But there are three.
Can I see on the floor or?
You could on the floor, like seeing on the floor. You can only see these people right now, as you're kind of peering through the window.
Can we? Can I? What's it called? Heightened senses.
Oh shit.
Can I use my heightened senses to see if I can hear anything in there?
I'm going into the room. I step past.
Wait, hold on.
I go to step past them and they stop me.
Alright.
Fuck.
And Ramus literally turns around and basically
You're letting
goes,
these people die.
Is this something that looks like we can save, or
They might already be dead.
kill it with fire?
Can I make the medicine check from out here?
You could try, but at the same time, most of your gut instinct, as you do see some of the tendrils wiggle down their chin and other parts, just
These people are dead.
they don't look very salvageable, and if they are, they're probably in need of serious divine.
I guess Ramus turns around. So, how does everyone feel about a bomb?
The flames on my hands.
That's what Jin was suggesting. Use all the torches to burn the house down.
All right.
Or we just use.
I'll cast create bonfire on one of the beds.
I was gonna say, or we just burn the house
going
down.
to just burn people to death?
They're already dead.
It looks like they're already dead from what
It
we
looks
can
like
see.
it, but we don't know for sure.
All right. Well, I'm gonna make the check then. I'm gonna see if I can figure out whether or not they're that we can save
Since
them.
if they're alive, yeah.
Jin, I'm not going into Mustafa's.
I don't know. This is
Are you
usually
going
how
to
we solve
hit them
our problems,
mentally?
and it's worked pretty well so
No,
far.
I'm rolling medicine. I have a very high medicine skill. I'm a
Oh,
healer.
never mind.
So, of course, peering through the doorway real quick. It looks like you might be able to kill the parasite and save them. It looks like the parasite itself was kind of like turning them to forceful host.
Oh yeah, man, help yourself.
But are they alive?
They're very clearly alive.
Okay. They're alive.
So,
Does it look like they're struggling
not
against the
murderers.
control, or is this something that they did to themselves on purpose to be closer to their god?
for that, you're not very sure.
God, we're too smart for this fucking game.
So,
We're-
Rain,
Yeah?
as you are chilling by the window,
Yes.
you do see a face kind of just suddenly appear. Roll me
For fuck's sake.
Roll me
Oh,
an
for fuck's
athletics check as suddenly this long, gangly black arm reaches out and grabs
Are you
at
shitting
you.
me? Are you
oh,
shitting
guess we're
me
going
right
in
now?
the. Guess we're going in the house.
Are
Alrighty.
you shitting me?
So,
Should just burned it down.
Oh.
unfortunately,
Fireball the house.
it did
Got
get a
copy.
it did get a 21. So, Jin, you see
Can I use a reaction?
you hear a crash, but then suddenly see your sister vanish through the window.
Damn. Of all the times to have the defender feet.
Can I just like
Well-
grab her leg and try to pull her back in?
She's still at the window. We're going to go into initiative though, as this thing is clearly trying to take your sister.
Is there any way anybody could have gotten a reaction off? Like I had 2 produced flames in my hands.
With this, unfortunately not, because you did not prepare an action to burn anything. You were checking them out during your medicine.
Oh wow.
Foul.
Wasted it on my Arcana.
Oh, rain.
Man.
Oh,
what in
we're
the
doing-
fuck?
Oh
See?
man.
Just when you
Nothing but
think you've
winners
already
right
done
now.
the least.
All right, we're sending the injured druid in first. Let's get it, boys.
Maybe heal yourself first, or do something that.
We're
I have an idea. I don't think I'm gonna go first though. I'm sure one of these horrible yeah, this one rolled a 22. So
Yeah.
We're really winning with our rolls, but thankfully
As we always
you
do.
are as not.
Just
as
bringing
well.
up the rear. We're just bringing up the rear and making sure we have last say in the round.
It's true.
We
It's
just,
true.
just
Word.
hope we're live to close it.
Damn, Rain, you're in a really bad spot for any AoE based things. This little square house.
Yep.
You know what fire mostly is? It's AoE. It's AoE based.
Great.
It's unfortunate.
Thank you. Helpful information.
Not
Hey,
if
no
you
problem.
not if you take scorching rays.
I have scorching ray, but I'm trying to hit for more damage.
It's true.
Oh, stop with the 17.18 and 18. Those are both better than mine.
Alright. Alrighty.
Setting.
So unfortunately,
I hate when you do that, by the way, when combat starts and you're already chuckling. Like,
I know.
It's so upsetting.
Oh shit! I didn't
You
mean
can roll
that. I
that on
apologize.
initiative. That's fine. That's fine.
you're like, alright, cool. Good luck, guys. Like,
so immediately, let's see. Well, now it'll be magical darkness. As after it now has rain, there will be a sudden envelopment of darkness at the main door and windows, where Jin and Aiden are, and Rain, you fall into darkness as well.
Is he a fiend? Is this what this thing is?
For this, I could definitely say yes, because Jin can confirm that one.
alright, well, this is
Okay,
where the
so he's a
two you
fiend.
need to, like,
Alright, so...
Yeah, this is what you're built for.
seriously. I've been training my whole life for this.
This is my wake up call to take more utility
Can't
spells.
believe
I have too much damage. I have too many damage spells. This is a problem. Next level.
It's okay,
Reminder,
we all
change
have...
spells.
We all have high potions. Don't worry.
It's true.
Alright, so that would be the area of affected darkness.
Oh.
But, as this darkness falls, Thalos, you can hear from behind you as the door kind of creaks out. You fool, get in here! It's only safe inside! As you can hear the neighbor Brem quickly, like, whispering to you out of pure fear.
We will not abandon our friends.
Alrighty.
This is what we're built for.
So with this, Nira is going to try and figure out a way around this. Where'd you go? Where are you? As especially since now all forms of light are actually within the darkness. So she's actually gonna wander around and bump into Dilrum. Unfortunately.
I've got my flaming sword. She can't see that from...
Not in magical
she
darkness.
is? Oh.
That entire square is magical darkness. All forms of light do not work. The only thing that can see through that would be Devil's Sight, or if somebody were to dispel it.
Or if you have blind sight.
That too.
What about
Alright.
my goggles?
Does not work in this one. Like I said, unfortunately, this is magical darkness. This is not regular darkness.
But it's particularly like fiend darkness, right? So something that's angelic would be able to counter it?
Unfortunately not. It still does fall under the archetype of a spell.
Ball sacks.
So, with this, Kuposhak, a little shuffle. Is everyone alright? Hello? You kind of like
Yes.
feel him bump up
As
against
well
you.
as I could be. Fuck.
You can feel him bump up against you, Ramus.
Yeah,
Hi.
that's me.
He like pat. You can hear him like pat the house, and he's like trying to shuffle forward and like figure a way inside. Aiden, everything's now pitch black.
Fuck. So I let the two produce flames go out. They're not helping me at all. And Aiden grasps his staff with both hands, and he concentrates, and he does something he hasn't done in a long time. He changes his shape,
Ooh.
and I'm gonna turn into a giant spider, which has a blind sight of 20 feet or 10 feet. So
Interesting.
I have those stats here, and I can just use my token, and I'll roll stuff. But so I turn into a giant spider, and I go. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, give me that. Tasty.
Whoops.
All right, so Jin, you get shuffled over a little bit. You feel something. Oh, did you? Please don't tell me you just deleted it.
I still have Aiden.
No, I'm saying didn't. I think you just deleted the token, which deletes your turn order.
Oh shit, that's my bad. I'm a fool.
Ooh.
I'll put it back
okay.
on. I'll fix it. My bad.
Right. Alright, there you are. It works.
I'm just gonna sit over here in a tree. All right. Could you give me control of the spider token?
Yes, I can.
So I guess I squeeze through the door, cause I'm a large creature.
Yep, so you'd have to do half movement because squeezing does that too.
Okay, so half movement for the 5 feet through the door. I end up right here, and can I scuttle on the wall and end up over here? I have 30 feet of climb movement, so even if I use 10 feet of that,
so
I
yeah,
can
you would be
get
the 20, so you'd be, yeah, you'd be able
here
to.
or here.
Yep.
Okay. Basically, I want to be able to hit this guy here. Would like to hit him with my bite. I want to bite him as a spider.
Okay.
I
So
want to suck your blood.
I want to suck your blood.
And especially crawling through here, you realize that there was a fourth person who is invisible.
Oh shit! But I can see them.
Fuck!
You see them, yes, as they are still within the 10-foot range. But you can see that as you approach this creature, he very clearly sees you.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. Does a
Oh
critical
my
25
fucking-
hit?
Yes, it does.
Alright, so 2d8 plus 3. And I need a DC 11 con save.
Poison, I assume?
Yes. Or is he immune?
Unfortunately, immune. I will let you know that.
Alright, well, I almost maxed out for damage, so 18 piercing damage. Because he sucks. And I hiss at him. Hey, I'm a spider. Don't touch my friends. I'm a spider, I'm gonna get you.
Alright. So you bite into him, but you can tell his hide is unnaturally tough.
Oh, fuck.
Something about it seems very strange. This creature is definitely not of this world.
Oh no. I communicate with spidery thoughts. I got you, Rain. I got you, Rain. It's okay.
Spidery thoughts is tickling my brain.
Yeah, no, they feel just a little spidery, just a little bit like a creepy crawly touching your frontal lobe.
Oh, that's great. I'm currently being like dragged in by this demon fiend thing, and now spiders are talking my fucking head.
Spiders are
Great.
helping you, and if I hear any more complaining, they're gonna stop.
Oh, okay, I was kidding. I was just kidding.
Psych.
Gonna take it so personal.
No.
It's a joke.
Oh my god.
Alright,
It's hilarious.
next.
Alrighty. So. There it is. As you are all in the sudden mass rush and panic, you hear the footsteps in Spider Aiden. You can see that this woman is moving away from you as she pulls out.
Do I get a reaction?
Unfortunately, not.
Nah.
Because you don't have reach.
Damn.
But
I'm a spider, not a god. It's fine.
it's true.
Damn it, I'm a spider, not a miracle worker.
Not a
Jim.
miracle worker.
Gotta become a spider god. That's all.
All right, that's my next goal. Fire spider god.
But immediately pulls out a scimitar, and you can see that she's going after Ramus.
Can Ramus? I have heightened senses. Can I like hear her? Or
You do, but unfortunately, it'll still be advantage on her attack against you because she can see in this darkness.
I guess. Whatever.
Alrighty, so with this, she'll definitely hit you with a 20
Of course she will.
for 2 slashing.
Okay.
Damn.
So, as you suddenly feel like this scrape across the side of your arm.
You said 2?
Yep.
Can I like hear her breathing?
You definitely hear her breathing, but you also hear what sounds like almost like the chittering of small tentacles rubbing together.
Like from the same direction? Or
From head level, yes. So after that, you just hear her say, kind of just silently whisper to you, "The king will return."
Fuck.
yeah, okay.
And then this one is going to attack, well, the spider, because spider.
What? No, he doesn't know I'm here. I'm on the wall, the ceiling wall.
He's doing what a spider can.
Yeah, come on, man.
So
Don't harsh my vibe.
14 will just hit. For
Oh, come on, that's my AC.
another 2 slashing.
2. Oh no. Oh, these poor
Yeah.
guys.
Oh my god. Alright.
He cuts off the tip of one of my legs.
Yeah, he
Ouch.
he chips the chitin of your fucking exoskeleton.
I don't have that many HPs. I'm just a spider. Leave me. That's what my spider voice sounds like. Stop it. Leave me
Hey
alone.
guys, stop it.
Hey, stop. Hey. Hey,
It's a
wait.
spider, cut it out.
I'm just a. Hey, stop. I'm just a spider, man.
God.
Have a
So,
heart.
Rain, especially somebody, sent into darkness. You saw your brother for a brief moment at the window as he's trying to reach you before the darkness just kind of enveloped you, but you still feel that this creature's
It was
claws.
like a portal closing in front of me, and my
Yeah.
brother's face was disappearing.
Yes.
Oh shit.
And
Oh, shit.
basically, you know that this creature still has a grasp of you.
Shit. So is he like grabbing my arm, my leg, like?
He's basically
What's
like
he grabbing at? Is he
grabbed onto your armor and his like the one arm like across your midsection, like pulling you closer. You think that he's
And
probably
does
gonna
he
try
have
and
hands, tentacles,
gangly arms with long finger
gangly
claws.
arms? All right. Okay. So if I use a spell, Spirit Guardians, would that help me at all in the darkness?
100%, because it's an area of effect.
Sure. Okay. But okay. So could I? I would like to do that then,
Alrighty.
because
You do it, girl.
yes.
Yes, beach. Like it.
Does that do anything?
Alright. So I believe. Well, I would imagine you're designating the house right now. Anyway, is the area.
Yeah. Totally.
So speaker.
It says like a distance of 15 feet. And I'd like it angelic, please. So if something angelic appears, wouldn't they have like some radiant brightness? Wouldn't that cut through the magical darkness?
Unfortunately, not.
Balls. All right.
Magical darkness is a bitch, man.
For real.
Alright, so any evil creature that will take its turn there or start there will have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Sweet.
And
And,
obviously the angels will be of your description or belief.
Yeah.
think nobody could describe what they look like.
It's a giant flying tankard.
Yeah. But it's
It's
got
a
like
mug of beer.
that radiant light looking thing.
Oh, it's a light beer.
Yeah.
It's like a
What
giant
it-
Coors Light.
It's a Bud
Oh,
Light.
That's terrible.
it's awful. That's so
terrible.
cursed. That's hell. You accidentally summoned hell.
Coors Light flying everywhere. No wonder why the creatures are terrified.
No, it's holy water.
It's
Wait.
terrible.
Coors Light and the light of
Could
Core.
I-
Oh my god.
Could I conjure up a spiritual weapon also this turn or no?
For no, you would not be able to because that is a spell slot. Because you just use Spirit
Okay.
Guardians.
Right. Okay, just double checking. Okay, then I'm gonna keep it moving.
Alrighty. And then over to you.
Also, I want to like just point out that I want to like get ready to like stab this guy. I'm like, in like fight mode. I'm not all that desperate looking right now.
Oh, I
Just saying.
figured it's full fight mode. It's just that he caught you off guard.
The
Yeah,
shield is
word.
up. The sword is out.
Like stab.
Or do you have a
stab, know?
mace?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got a mace and I got
Oh.
a crossbow and shit.
Well, do you have a crossbow?
Yeah, I do. That is
Remus.
useless right now.
Can I tell if this chick is like possessed like the others, or just she's straight up trying to kill?
For the sounds of it, you have no idea what the fuck's wrong with her, especially from the weird chittering that's coming from her. And then, especially at the fact that she said the king will return, you have no idea what the fuck she's even talking about or on about. She's just dangerous.
Kind of, because we've been over that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess he out loud just, I guess, asked for the opinion of the party. Am I taking this chick's head off?
Yeah, for the most part.
All right. I can hear where I can pretty much tell where she is, right?
Oh yeah, she scraped you, so you know exactly where she's at, but it'll still be unfortunately disadvantaged because of the darkness.
Aw. But heightened senses, though.
Unfortunately, does not defeat magical darkness.
But I'm just saying, if I know where she's coming. But okay. I swing neck level, I guess.
All right.
Unfortunately, at disadvantage.
That definitely hits. So with that, you aim head level even at disadvantage, especially after hunting so many bizarre creatures and cultists before. You just and you hear the of a head hitting the floor.
I feel like that was a little too easy. Sorry. And I guess I end up here, like right, actually, this is the doorway, so I end up here, and I listen, oh no, it doesn't help during magical darkness. Can I try and hear where the other people are, because I know they're in the...
Well, especially for the cacophony, you can hear them on the other side of the building. Obviously, they're very obviously packed into the corner. That's easy enough.
Does Krampus over here sound different?
For that, he has not made a single noise.
Oh, shit. Can I ask Rain if she knows where...
Yeah, you can easily call it, like, Rain, where are you?
Yeah, I ask her to, well, Rain, where the fuck is this guy?
And
What?
I know you called out to Rain, but if you call out to Aiden, he can tell you it's his
Oh,
mental
okay.
link. He bit him, so yeah.
Alright, so we call it to Aiden for mental link to point me in the direction.
Yeah, and since I know exactly where he is, since I can see him and Ramus. I say, I direct Ramus to turn the exact amount that he should, and I say straight that way, on the other side of Rain.
Where was that? Here.
Mm-hmm.
How?
It would
That
have
was
been
5,
just-
10, 15, right?
Just 5 feet.
Oh, 5 feet? Okay. So, is there possibly any way to get to her that doesn't put me...
Unfortunately not, because the 2 other people are in the way and the fireplace would be in the way along with her.
Is she on the ground, or...
Currently she's like half ground, like kind of like the little bit of a tilt because she's being held up by the demon.
Can I... Alright, so can I get... Would I be able to get a good shot at him from the spider senses?
You can give it a try, but unfortunately it would still be disadvantage.
Disadvantage?
Yeah.
Okay, so I... Where the hell's my crossbow? Oh, here we go. Alright, so yeah, screw it. I try and... Man.
Yeah, unfortunately you fire and Aiden goes by you just barely, especially for your size.
Watch it! I hiss,
Sorry.
spidery.
Yeah, I tried. And I get, like, defensive.
Alrighty. Jin.
Am I able to pull the sister out of...
Alright. Go ahead and roll me a contested athletics. Oh.
Hey.
Alright, so Rain, you can you suddenly feel your brother grab onto you with just a very quick lurch. You get pulled out to safety,
Hallelujah.
away from this creature's grasp.
And we still can't see anything, right? Because we're in the darkness box.
Correct.
Okay.
But Jin, you have effectively rescued your sister from the grasp of this creature.
Yay!
Yeah, I'll just end my turn here.
Alright. This guy. You will not hear anything except the chittering Ramus. As he's going to turn around and try and take a swing at you.
Tell him to suck it. How about that?
Suck it, motherfucker!
How about that?
Alright, he'll hit you with a 21.
Of course he will.
For 5 slashing.
Oh, okay.
A
So
little,
it's got a little weight.
little more oomph behind it.
A little bit of kick.
Alrighty, which reminds me, I need to make a quick whiz save. Spirit Guardians. It will fail as you suddenly hear the chittering stop. As you hear this brilliance of light kind of go by and slash something.
It couldn't do that before it tried to hit me.
And suddenly you hear something hit the floor, and then a man down on his knees, just vomiting profusely.
Ew.
Gross.
Well, sounds like one less person I have to kill.
Phalos.
Or it might be one of ours.
Okay.
The only one in here is me.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
But you don't know
How
that.
many more? But there's a well, sure.
Giant spider. Somebody.
Well,
sorry, give me 1 second.
I don't
Yeah,
know what spider
spider
vomiting
exists
sounds
too.
like, but I'm pretty sure I'd know.
Conjure animal. And I'm bringing out 2 giant spiders.
My
What
brother.
is the fucking
My
theme
brothers,
today?
join me. Yes. I
So
contact
what
the
the
spiders mentally and I tell them that they are my subordinates.
One like sort of directly, sort of like hanging over the ceiling, like over Rames's head, so occupying the same spot there, to sort of like give him, and the other one like in the window that Rain was just pulled out of.
Alright, Jesus Christ.
You
Spider
should have known
time.
we don't play
Spider
around like,
time.
octopus,
Spider time.
octopus, brass knuckles.
Shark.
So, you guys get pushed away a little bit more to safety, and suddenly, and then, well, I'll stick this one over here, but this one will be on the roof above.
Oh my
Glowing
God, I'm so
spiders that
creeped
we
out
can't
today.
see appear.
That's
I
right.
Wow.
trust the druids.
Wow.
Hashtag fake spiders.
So, so with the position of, okay, so Aiden's there. Just want to make sure. So, Ramis, no matter what, you should have, I think, advantage if you decide to stay and push the attack.
Well,
But otherwise-
we were trying to not kill them, but I'm pretty sure I lopped off the head of one of them. So
Well, the spiders. Okay, so that's good.
my
So
goal
pretty much-
is
that was my
Krampus
spell?
over here.
So that was my spell, and my plan is to have the spiders actually web up the infected. But just in case, with my bonus action, I light up my fire sword and stay at range, waiting for anything that's going to come out of that door, just to strike it down.
Alright.
So should I do the spiders attack on the first round when they're summoned, or are they just there?
I always rule is they just go immediately after the summoner. It makes it
Okay.
faster.
All right.
Yeah, I don't want to deal with that shit, so let's just do it immediately.
In
No,
that case,
because
they're gonna
conjured
try to
well, conjured animals are always supposed to go on their own separate initiative, and then they start
Yeah.
up the turnover. It's like that's really slow.
It's a lot of work.
So you can go ahead and roll your spider attacks. I believe I gave you the proper control.
I control the spiders now. All right.
Calm down there, Chief.
Actually, hold on.
Popping them out.
Just wait till I figure out how to web people, and it's over for you pylons.
All right.
There's some kind of brain bug.
Oh no.
All right, but it only hits one target. Web only hits one target. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes.
All right,
So you can independently have them target two people.
on this fellow right here.
Alrighty. So he is effectively webbed, pinned.
Restrained.
And this one is actually going to web this one. Right
Dolrum's with you guys. The other one is underneath.
That's our dude. Oh, I'm sorry. My
Yeah.
fault. All right.
No,
In that
yeah,
case,
I'm sitting on him. Sorry.
Yeah. Well,
In
there.
that case, I'll web that one.
Alrighty.
All right, with the let's give it a shot. Give the old college try.
Nice.
That definitely hits. Alright, so she's pinned down as well.
Right. And they will move defensively to just sort of like make sure our folks have full advantage when they attack.
Alright. Well, that one wouldn't be able to get there because this boy's blocking you. Alrighty.
Okay. That's it for me.
Alright. Dolrum.
I really want my turn again, so I can.
He's gonna hobble out and find Nira, kind of like grab her by the arm, not roughly, but just like, hey, over this way, follow me, I'll guide you. So he'll start leading her towards the main group where he saw all of you. And then this boy, especially being a little bit more surrounded, you'll see something very weird as his arm contorts and you see a bone jut out to be a spear.
Gross.
Quickly grabs onto it with both hands and pulls it out of his body fully, and then starts swinging at the spiders that are surrounding him.
Wait, hold on. I didn't sign up to fight Spike from the X-Men.
But he signed up to fight you.
Oh shit!
What was it?
He signed up to
Marrow?
kill giant spiders.
Alright, so he's going for the one that bit him,
No.
and then the one in the window is.
No, he doesn't.
No, yeah, no, he wouldn't do that.
No, stop it.
No, please.
Doesn't sound believable.
Alright,
I'm just an innocent spider.
so Spider Rufaden will take 10 piercings. He lances you quickly
Ow!
and turns around
So
and
quick!
stabs the other one through the fucking window for 8 piercings. Well, I'll mark that down real quick. There. But he is now taking up the full defensive at this point. Nira is, moving around with the help of Durham. As unfortunately, there's no light. She'll strike up a torch and see the area of the magical darkness and just kind of call, "Is everyone all right? I can't see anything." And then
I'm sorry. Who yelled that?
Nira, because
Okay.
she's a Goliath. She had to strike up a torch on the outside, but she can only see up to the edge of the magical darkness.
I see.
So Ku is going to shuffle on over, and like you hear the as he trips over the body. And then he like slowly gets up, like pats that down, like, right. Where do we go? Hello? Aiden.
Can I yell at him in here?
Yes, you can.
Through the
Yes,
through the door to the right is me.
all right.
In front of you are 2 webbed. I don't know. And to the left is our new friend.
Alrighty. And so with that, he'll keep on shuffling. Kind of feels around the body for a moment, but then kind of gets to the doorway, and that'll be about it. So I didn't. He stabbed me
Alright.
twice. He means business.
Yeah, I gotta bite him. I have advantage, right? Because my
Yes.
spidery brother.
It's true.
I got a 16. That's probably not good enough.
That will hit.
Hey, spidery goodness, 7 piercing damage.
Better goodness.
Perfectly average damage. And that's it. I was gonna web him, but I realized it's probably more important to do damage to him while these 2 are webbed. So that's my turn.
All right.
No, yeah, because that's an action. Yep, that's my turn.
Alrighty. This woman, which also quick whiz. Alright, he would be fine with that. Which the Spirit Guardians are doing their work, but let's see. For this one, you can hear it, the similar of the chitin being split, and then this woman now profusely vomiting as she's webbed, but not ever silent anymore. Rain.
We don't hear the chittering anymore, you said?
You do not hear the chittering anymore.
Do we hear any repeating sounds or like?
You hear the breaking of chitin and the spiders biting onto something with very tough rubbery flesh.
Okay. So just to be clear. That's helpful. So this guy is still around. Did we do anything about the invisible one?
The invisible
Yeah,
one is
I,
full dead. Also, just so you can get an image of what tried to kidnap you.
Oh no! Trust me, I didn't need that. You can close that. It's
Yeah,
disturbing.
please refer to the text post earlier that super cursed and pointed to the other
Word.
thing.
Word. Thanks, but no thanks. So the only thing that's really alive is this thing?
Yes.
Fuck.
And unfortunately, due to the darkness, everything's kind of gone fucky.
Right. I can't really do anything. How big are the walls of that house? again?
Not very big, easily bustable.
Easily bustable,
Like a 2x4, so it'll still take a good amount of heft, but it's doable.
Yeah, but
One,
what's the
2 by
material
4.
between the 2x... Wait, what's the material between the 2x4? Or covering the 2x4s?
2 inches by 4 inches, so 2 inches of wood. So, you know.
Yeah.
So, like, plywood.
A plank.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Not plywood.
Like a sheet.
No, a
Like a
plank.
sheet.
Oh, yeah, a plank of wood. A plank of wood in which at least a sledgehammer or an axe would be required.
Oak wood.
Okay.
Well,
Or
it
is it
depends what
mahogany?
kind of wood, because a plank of wood is like
These are
a
farmers.
12-year-old. Like a 12-year-old could chop through, you know?
Is it maple? Like a nice maple wood?
But
California redwood.
Ooh, there you go.
you still need a good tool, though, to do it.
What about a mace?
Just grab Kupo Shack.
That's a tool.
He's
I
a
mean,
tool.
Ku is a tool, so you could definitely... I mean...
Just to be fair to the character you've given us as a toy.
Not a toy. He's not a toy.
He's a chaotic rogue. Of course he's a toy.
He's a
Always-
cat. Listen, we all know you're just mad
my
that you
gosh.
fucking passed out from trying to
You
peek
know,
into his mind.
Look, man, I feel like it's a bad idea.
Dead ass.
Feel like it's a bad idea to reach into his mind because I feel like he's got some demons. So I don't want to be his friend and not read his mind.
Anymore.
You know, mostly, sometimes.
I would like to utilize Guiding Bolt on this creature.
Would
And I was
be
just double...
would be a disadvantage
Why?
because of the darkness. You can't see him, and it is a targeted spell.
But she kind
Well,
of
the thing
knows
is that when I
he's
was-
right there, doesn't she?
Word, and then the spell description says that it's toward a creature of my choice. It doesn't say anything that I have to be able to see them.
Correct, but you still have to roll a ranged spell attack, which ranged spell attacks are targeted.
Okay. That's not gonna work.
Y'all mad suspicious, by the way. It was not what
Why?
I said. No, Jin and
Oh,
my former friends apparently.
oh shit.
I just want to know what's on your mind.
Look, man, you guys aren't dangerous looking to me. This guy, I don't know. We've pointed him at people and he's just murdered them. So you know, take that with a grain of salt.
Hey, tis true. Tis true.
Are my spirit guardians still around me, DM?
Yes, they are. They are still in the area slashing at things and have already been assailing the demon that tried to kidnap you.
So is that demon that is still alive still at like a disadvantage because of the spirit guardian?
Yes, he is.
Lovely. And is he technically like, if I went to the outside of the box of magic darkness, would I still be able to gauge, generally speaking, where he is within the house?
Wait,
Yes, you would be able to, but also you would also be able to see again at that point too.
what's the
So,
cleric
like,
cantrip that you don't need to be able to see the person? That it's just a deck save on them? Radiant Flame?
Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame.
oh, I see what you're saying.
That could work
Um,
if you don't want to have to move.
Thing is, I'd like to be able to see again, you know?
It is
And,
nice.
Yeah, you know, it's like, feels kind of good. Just a little familiar. And, I was just saying that, oh, but Sacred Flame says that it has to be on a creature that I can see within range. So, that would also not work.
Damn fucking
um,
shit.
But I was wondering if I can go, like, oh, wait, why am I drawing pineapples? I apologize. If I can, like, go out here, would I be able to, like, shoot my crossbow, like, through the wall at it?
Unfortunately not.
No, because Ramus is on the other side, and I don't know if he's in where he is inside. That would not work.
And also these walls, though not crazy thick, would still be able to stop a crossbow bolt.
Okay. Okay. If I'm on the outside, could I utilize Guiding Bolt? Or is it still, like...
Unfortunately not, because there's still a wall there. You'd have to get rid of the house wall first.
Okay. Got it. Dang.
Hey, I don't know
Yeah, I
about
ain't
you,
got
but
nothing.
I wouldn't have much luck trying to fire a crossbow bolt against a wall of 2x4s.
Well, 2x4s, that's the thing. 2x4s only take a very small like amount of space in between. There's usually big gaps. I was trying to make it to the big gaps.
You can't argue with the
That's-
carpenter.
That's. I'm saying this as I'm looking at the wall I made in my basement too, which is funnier. But I really got like nothing. I can't do anything. I might as well just like walk out here and then like run into Mira. Can I do that? And
Yes,
see
you
if I
can.
can talk to them and figure out a way to you know.
Let the
Navigate.
spiders deal with it.
How about this? Could I if the spells that are like blessing and healing and stuff, are those like ones that I have to see the people?
No, as long as you could touch them, like your brother, like pat him on the shoulder as you go by and other such things, you'd be able to bless them.
Okay, so I have to touch them?
Sure.
Oh. Okay. Okay. I definitely can't do anything. I'm just gonna prepare outside here and try to talk to Mira.
Huh?
Is Aiden in the fucking tree, or is he just like on the map for?
That's just so I don't lose my initiative.
Yeah, he's
But fuck
currently
that,
just spider down
early.
here.
This me. I'm the hurt
Okay.
one because
Got
the
it.
DM hates me.
You
So
also
notice I'm the most
Got it.
wounded.
Never mind this boy up here.
I'm more wounded than him.
All right.
Okay, so I'm gonna just like run outside and then run into Mira and try to explain to Mira in fucked up like with my inability to explain shit because like things are mad chaotic and I'm like full of adrenaline.
All right.
And Mira's probably more confused than ever. Okay.
Yeah, she's just very, very lost and Durham is just like, get a hold of yourself. What are you talking about? Remus, finally.
I can hear where this thing is, right?
Yes, you can.
So, for everything against my better senses, I get in its grill, and am I still
Unfortunately, it's
disadvantaged?
Yep. Unfortunately, that's just how the visuals work. If you had blind sight, you would be able to swing at it normally, or devil sight, but unfortunately, you don't have. So
He doesn't get advantage from us,
no,
so it wouldn't be a
and it would have to be
Cat,
directly
no.
across,
cat. No, cat, get away.
and especially since he's got himself pinned up against the wall like that.
But heightened
Can I-
senses.
Can I tell him to be here so he's across from the other spider? Since I know them. Well, that's that'd be metagaming as shit.
Heightened senses.
I'm sorry, man. Heightened senses are helpful for tracking people down and knowing where he is without having to roll a perception check to find him initially.
But heightened senses. Alright.
So come for you, heightened senses.
Oh shit.
Alright, so yeah, screw it. He gets close and takes 2 disadvantage swings.
You sounded so defeated.
Yeah.
Oh my god, a 1 and a 2. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm sorry, man.
Wait, what's that, 10 feet?
Yep.
Alright, Ramus being at least, oh shoot, I'm engaged. I'm engaged, aren't I?
Mm-hmm.
You did strike him.
Can I use like a bonus action to open my jug and try and throw oil in his direction?
That you can.
Would I roll something for that, or can I just
Uh,
action that?
Just roll me a quick sleight of hand. Because obviously this is just one very quick fluid motion.
Still a disadvantage, or?
No, just sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Because this is just throwing goo.
Strong. Alright. Splashes down. Not sure if it hit, but I think it might have.
Did I get any goo on my spidery leg?
Well, you're on the roof, so no.
Thank God.
And I shout, I shouted somebody to throw a match through the window where he is. Well, is he still by the window, or am I closer to the window?
You're right next to the window. He is away from the window currently.
Okay, I shout at them that he's in the corner and possibly covered in oil. And yeah, I hunker down, I guess.
Alrighty.
Actually,
oh.
You know what? No, but it still won't disengage me, will it? If I use my inspiration to try and like hop out of the window away from him.
Unfortunately not. You would still need a main action.
Oh. Can I shout at someone to try and yank me out of the window too?
Save! Yes, you can.
I shout at Jin to try and yank me out the window, and he's in the corner, possibly covered with oil.
Jen looks at him dead in the eyes and says, "Pathetic."
You can't see him! Give me eyes anyway.
My radiant eyes.
Alright, Thalos.
Wait, how did I lose a turn?
Wait, did you? Oh no, yeah.
No,
you're up,
that was you, right?
What would you do, Jin? Tell me.
I would go on pulling out of window duty.
Alright.
Because it seems like I'm pretty decent at that.
No one does it better than you.
I love
I'm
this
very proud.
window rotation that's going on right now. It's very beautiful.
So, Jin runs to the window and looks at the giant spider, and then he just goes to the window, and he tries to save his friend Ramus.
Go ahead and roll me in athletics.
Let's just hope my god favors you.
Two.
Alright, so yeah, very easily, like, quickly grab onto him, just like you did your sister, just grab a chunk of his armor, just yank him through the window freely.
This ain't the fantasy world of Alabama, Josh. I didn't do my sister.
Go.
Gross.
Cousins together! So you freely pull him.
Can me and Ramus saunter off out of the darkness?
Yes. You can carry him to
Sauntering is
safety.
appropriate.
Wait, because there's nobody else left. Like, Valos is close to getting out. Ramus is here, and then, wait. Aiden's still in there.
Spider-Man!
Spider-Man!
Yeah, but we're
Yeah, I
not
don't know
fond of
why.
Aiden, so...
Wow! What is this?
Whoa!
What is this? Where did this come from?
He's trying to read
I
our
turned into a
minds
spider and
everything.
everybody hates me now.
We like Spider Aiden, we don't like Aiden.
Fuck! I'm so upset.
You told us that secret about you reading our minds and everything.
I don't read minds, I communicate telepathically.
Uh-huh.
I had to make a check to read a mind. I don't do that normally.
Wait, so who's alive? Like, this
There are
one's
two
alive.
people. There are two
This-
people webbed up. They
Right.
can't make their saves to get out though.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this dude is. Can my spidery eyes tell? Is he hurt at all from my 2 bite?
You can tell there's some damage to him, but he looks fairly hardy.
He looks fine, right?
Yeah.
Does he look like is he angry at me? Would he chase me if I left?
He's angry at everyone right now.
Oh no. Oh dear.
And I'm assuming that it'll be
All right.
hard to try to pull Spider Aiden out the window.
Well, you can't even reach me. I'm on the ceiling.
No. In which you can't pull him out because he needs to squeeze through the window.
Oh, yeah, I'm a large creature. That's a very small window.
I mean,
I literally am 10 feet. I occupy a 10 by 10 foot space. I'm big.
I mean, I offer to help, but
I mean,
you turn to a mouse, you could probably.
I
help
could
you.
do that. That would be a whole action though. To turn into a mouse and run out the door. I'm not trying to run. I'm a spider. I'm gonna fight this guy.
So do you need help fighting him? Because I think
Yes.
I'm probably like the best person.
We're
to
having
fight.
this conversation mentally as he's pulling Ramus out of the thing.
Yeah.
My
So-
spider-eyed voice is like, yeah, come in and help. It'd be
All right.
great.
So, Jin, are you gonna move anywhere else, or are you just gonna saunter off with Ramus?
Jump through the window. You won't, pussy.
I try to like shoo Ramus off to safety.
All right.
And I
He's already
shout at
taking
him
some
to
damage.
like throw his torch into the corner.
Alrighty.
Unfortunately, I can't do that action.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Thalos,
Fine.
your turn.
Okay. Can I command the spider? Well, because Jin and Ramos, they're both out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I command the spider to pretty much bump up underneath them and sort of like carry them out of the range.
Maybe now we start talking about burning down the house.
But
I
Aiden's
mean-
still in there.
I mean, I was
Wait,
saying.
hold
that from the
on.
start.
Let me just make sure. So can I have the spiders like carry those two out? Since it's a giant spider, like, and they know it's friendly, can I have it like walk them out?
If they willingly go with it, yes.
Okay, all right. So
Or,
that's
hear
what this
me out,
spider.
Can't they just
What?
merge into one big spider?
Yeah, they fusion Ha into a giant spider. It tears the house
They
down.
can
We
both
win.
on this.
Spidertron.
I'll be the head. They can be the legs.
We just need two
This
more
spider is actually gonna
mini giant
Um,
spiders.
Wait, so you summon giant spiders and you don't want to use the giant spiders to fight the demon?
I'd rather get our people out first and then fight the demon once
But
he
we
like
are.
comes out to our.
But we're
radius.
fighting it. That's the paladin. He's the front line.
Like, Ray's
I don't
in
know.
safety, you're in safety, Ramus is in safety, I'm outside the window, and Aiden Spider is right there, ready for combat.
We're poised to strike. This is our moment. This
But
is our
but
moment.
are you guys? Okay, so wait. So let me just make sure. Are you guys planning to engage, even in the darkness?
If Aiden can get down, my first plan was to think about lighting the place on fire, but Rain was like, "No, we gotta save."
I
You
mean,
gotta
are they
remember,
still
as
alive? We should save them then. I'm just saying.
As long as the veil of darkness is there, you guys are talking about fumbling in the dark trying to get this thing done.
So, my main,
Light the
why I'm
house
saying-
on fire.
my main question is, Josh, what are the details to, like, this darkness?
Magical darkness blocks all forms of light. The only thing that can pierce it is if you have devil's sight or blind sight. That, or you have to fully dispel the darkness magic spell.
And how do we go about that?
Either you need to dispel magic spell, or to make the caster break his concentration on holding the spell.
And I'm assuming right now we don't even know who the caster is.
You would know it to be the fiendish creature that the spiders are biting, but you can't even see him right now. You saw him when he was stealing your sister.
That's a good point. He maintained concentration through my critical hit,
Mm-hmm.
which is ridiculous.
He rolled a natural 20.
I fucking hate that guy.
Okay,
So let's
all right.
get out and
If you guys
burn the
are-
house down.
If you guys fine, in that case, I'm not going to move the spider to get you guys out. What I'm going to do is this spider is going to engage directly and bite this bastard. This spider is actually going to try to web him to limit his mobility. And quick question, Josh. With auto spells that don't require a spell roll, does it automatically hit the target even if you don't know where it is?
For auto spells, I believe they would have saves on them.
Yes, that's right.
And also, for that spider's web, go ahead and roll me a d6 to see if it's recharged yet.
Okay, all right. Yes, over
It
there.
does. Oh, right, because they already webbed.
Yeah, that's right. Hold on. All right. 1d6. Okay.
Oh, your slash is in the wrong place.
Oh, gotcha. All right.
It's like a Reddit
slash
page.
R. 1d6.
Unfortunately, it's not recharged yet. It charges on the 5 or 6.
All All right. In that case, yeah, let's just fight it then. All right, 2 bites.
You wanna? Can you switch it around? Can you use the other one?
You can roll to
No,
recharge the other one.
No. If
Well,
we're
like,
engaging,
you
we're
sh-
engaging.
Yeah, you could roll again and see
You-
if the other one's recharged.
You also don't have to use it. It just would let you know whether or not it's recharged. So you have the
Yeah.
option later.
It would just become available again. No.
I mean, maybe. Well, I'm still going with the get
Huh?
everybody out of the house and then burn it down.
All right. So unfortunately, both are still down, but you can double bite.
Well, get Aiden out of the house and burn it down.
Oh,
But
well,
that's just me.
All right, well, these suckers are
If you're not, can I contact Thalos mentally and ask him if he's worried about? Do you care about the lives of these spiders?
No, I mean, they're made from the Fae. I mean, that's, they're not even real. I just summoned them into this plane of existence until they're gone.
Then I know how I can burn this shack down, and one fell swoop. Leave it to me. My escape will be glorious.
Okay. All right. Okay, Aiden. Okay, Aiden. Let's do it. All right. I'm still gonna have them both attack this guy with 2 bites. Let's do it.
Fire away. Oh dear. There you go. The second one will hit.
First one's got a window in his way. He's just trying to do something. He's just flapping at the window.
Trying to get those fangs in. Come here, boy. I'm gonna bite you.
And let's do it.
You just click on the word attack and it should roll damage. There we are.
All right.
Alrighty.
And as for Thalos himself, knowing that these things are attacking, can I use my magic missiles? This demon, or the fact that I don't actually know where it is?
Let me double check the wording of magic missile. Crunch. Yeah, you have to be able to see it with magic missile.
In that case, Thalos is stepping out of the range and readying an action for anything that comes out of that house, now that we can see.
Alright. But you can't see anything past the bubbles range. Everything in that area is still pitch black.
Oh, no. I mean, I'm readying an action for anything that comes through that bubble
Alright.
that seems like it's an enemy. I'm going for it.
Alrighty. Dorum will just prepare an action as well as he's hearing all this chaos ensue. This boy's gonna try and make his saves. Spirit Guardians are going to town on him, thankfully. You're a hold of ready to action as well. Kuposhak's going to stumble around a little bit.
Oh no, Ku, don't come in now.
And then Aiden.
Okay. I'm just gonna add another token to this madness right now. So I'm gonna move my spider up for 1 second. Aiden is going to summon his wildfire spirit.
Oh god.
So it appears here in an explosion of DC. What's my spell? DC 18 Dex save, or take 2 D10 fire. So that's everybody, including the spider.
Alrighty.
Ku is not affected because it's only 10 feet.
Alright. Well, the 2 on the floor can't make their save because they are restrained. So.
Alright, I'll roll the 2d10.
Alright.
Ooh, 17. I'm sorry about your spider. but it could save.
Alrighty.
Did the demon save?
It did not, but you can see that fire doesn't affect it as much as you would expect it.
Doesn't do a whole lot.
Yeah, still definitely hurt from the fire, but not immensely.
Okay. Then I'm going to use, so that's my main action on my turn, and I'm going to use my bonus action to mentally communicate to the fire spirit to move to the middle of the room to take me, the other spider, and Ku out.
Alrighty.
On its turn, so it goes immediately after me in the turn order. So it moves here, and it uses fiery teleportation. So we all move, I'm gonna say 30 feet this way, so we all end up over there.
Alrighty. So you just grab onto Ku and it's like, ah!
And other spider, and so that's us, and then they again have to do a does a 15 hit any of their ACs?
15. Well, these two are dead. And then so alright, and then another sexy Dexy save. He will make it.
Okay, so he doesn't take that. And that's my turn. I'm gonna stay a spider. I'm gonna maintain my spidery gait. Actually, I'm gonna. Oh no, but I can't move. It's not my turn anymore. Yeah, that's it. The wildfire spirit can't do anything else.
Alrighty. All this chaos ensuing. Rain. You can hear fire and explosions. Ku screamed for a moment, and now you hear him over the bushes, and you can see them across the way a little bit. But you can definitely hear fire. Oh, that spider is dead. Oh no.
Yeah, that house is definitely burned. Several fiery
Okay.
explosions went off in there.
Wait, so like it's over then, right?
We don't know that.
The magical
The darkness is still up.
Can I hear Kuposhak or anything like that? Can I identify who it is over the other way? You said I could see them.
But you saw us appear, probably, in a fiery explosion over here, or at least you heard it if the house was in the
Okay.
way.
Yep.
But these are like 10-foot spiders. These are huge spiders. You might be able to see them over the house.
Yeah.
Oh, right. But I know that they're on our side, right? So
Yes, you do. Because you
Yeah, 'cause
saw
you
could
saw
I? It makes me
They
nervous that the
accidentally walked out
turn
this
order thing is not disappearing.
Well, because there's still one thing alive, but you don't know that.
Right.
It's easy to tell that, especially since the darkness is not gone either.
Right. So, gosh, I would essentially tell like the people around me, Nira and Thalos, that like we should go over to the spiders and see if everyone got out safely all together, because I wouldn't know. We wouldn't know who had come out, right? So that way we can kind of roll call and realize Ramus and Jin are still inside.
Mm-hmm.
Would that make sense if we did that?
Yep.
Yeah, use your dash over on your turn. Be like, what's going on?
Yeah.
It's a very
But,
Rain
like,
thing
how
to
far
do.
can I go? 1, 2, 3.
30 feet and then 30 feet. If you dash,
I can go all the way, right?
come all the way over here.
So I'll be like, hey, where is everybody? And I'll be asking Kuposhak, where is everybody?
They were still inside. I think on the porch. I couldn't really see. I did feel a dead body on the porch though, but that wasn't Ramus because he was telling me to go inside.
Okay, so that's a good sign, right? Our people are still alive. I can't move anymore. Right?
Yeah, because you'd be there.
I would like to.
So yeah, you would have dashed over there.
I would just like to get my crossbow ready, so that way if something comes out of the darkness, this is the end of my turn. If something comes out of the darkness and it's not our teammates, I can pew pew at them.
All right. Remus. You can feel the heat building. You can't see the fire, but you feel the heat building.
I know this is the door and that was the window I pulled up, so I literally go straight back, the opposite direction as far as I possibly can.
Alrighty.
Here. Yeah, that's really it, I guess.
You could come over. You could dash over if you don't want to use your other action. You like as soon as you come out, you would probably see us. We're just on the other side of the tree. Big group of spiders, burning people. Oh yeah, wait. My wildfire spirit. It's in the shape of a fiery pigeon. It's a pigeon today.
A pigeon.
Pigeon.
No, I chug a regular potion.
Alrighty. 2d4 plus 2.
Was it 2d4 plus 2?
Yep. Not bad.
I mean, I'm one more point away from my temporary map.
Alrighty. And then over to Eugen.
Shit, I'm the only one still left in.
Mm-hmm. You can feel the fire rising.
Can you like not run out?
I'm not gonna saunter, but I'm gonna action move me walk away from this fire.
Cool
Is
guys
your
don't
ar-
look at explosions.
If your armor isn't on yet.
It is.
Snap, snap.
Alrighty.
Guess I'm here.
And I guess before my turn ended, I shouted, "Don't anybody go back in, or don't go back in."
Alrighty.
Hopefully that horrible thing can't move the dark.
Thalos, maintaining your position.
Oh, he didn't answer. That's worrisome.
I am actually going to. I'm going to take another. Give me 1 second. Sorry. All right, so I am actually going to move a little bit further back. That way, I have a little like leeway for anything that could come charging out. Did Aiden announce his plan, like to move to this area beforehand? Like, were we supposed to be gathering up there, or?
I told them I was gonna get out. I didn't specify where because I didn't exactly know yet. But you guys know now that you're out there, you can see me. Like it's not.
Okay. In that case, what I am going to do is I'm going to tell Nira and Dulrum to follow me, and I'm going to move to here.
The other thing is I brought one of your spiders with me, so you know where that thing is, so you know about what's going on.
Oh yeah, but it's just better if we can consolidate our forces. So I want to make sure Nira and Dulrum know.
Yeah, no, I'm giving you another in-game explanation as to how you know what's going on.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I'm just there, flaming sword, defensively, like with an action primed, literally, to fire or to swing on anything that comes out at one of my people. Other than that, I've got my mushroom armor on, because once again, this hasn't been an hour since like the last game, right?
Correct.
Mushroom armor's on. Yeah. So no, I'm just good to go. Holding position, signaling, and just trying to make sure our communication is clear.
Alright.
That's it.
Dorum's gonna start converging around. Following after you. Right! Stick with everyone! He comes marching on over. joins up with the rest of you.
Josh, I'm so sorry about that. One thing, with regard to my spider, can I just roll to see if its weapon came back?
Yes. Unfortunately not.
Alright, thanks.
Alrighty.
The turn order is still not disappearing.
It is not.
What the fuck?
Alright. Alrighty. So.
Did it just vanish?
It did.
Is the darkness still up?
And here it comes to rejoin everyone. Accidentally grabbed the square marker as well. Everyone all right? I couldn't see anything in there. Which?
Yeah, we're all good.
For now, thing might still be out there or in there.
Which
Should we do
you
some
see
mass blessings?
darkness falls. It is now visual, and the house is full on fire. See the beheaded
Like a rope
woman on the
fire?
front porch. You can see the beheaded
Can
woman.
It's a fiend. Can I smell near us? Or can I smell? Since that's a wooden shack, I'd be able to tell the difference. Can I smell brimstone anywhere near us?
You can smell it near you because it was all over rain. So you do smell it on her armor.
But anything else, or?
You do smell a trail. Go ahead and roll me a perception.
Yay, heightened
Obviously at advantage because heightened senses.
It's a perception.
Yep. At advantage.
Oh, I don't know why there was such a delay.
All right.
So 14.
So with that, especially with the wafting of the fire and everything suddenly being burning, the smell of brimstone, though distinct, is still fairly tough to pick up. You could tell that it got to the porch, but from beyond there, you're not entirely sure because the fire is really kicking up from the oil now. As you were also, smelling around and such, I would imagine you got close enough to the body that you could see that the woman's eyes, the reason why you heard the chittering from her, because she didn't have anything, but why she was also able to talk, you would see that this is what her eyes look like.
She was screwed.
Oh, damn.
Ew.
Is it still wriggling, whatever's in her eye?
For that, you could still see that there's some life in it as it does wriggle, but it is clearly dying, because obviously you decapitated the host.
Thank Jesus.
I guess the thing, it didn't walk by invisible either, the spiders.
Mm-mm.
Or else we'd know about it.
That's why I was smelling for brimstone.
Unfortunately, it seems to have managed to slink away. Are you going to try and search the area for it?
Can we just burn the whole fucking forest?
What? Stop! This is a town.
Oh, right.
Burn the whole forest. Wait, this is a town. Excuse me, miss.
Would we be able to divine sense to see if it was around?
For that, you definitely could.
Is divine sense just one time, or does it last for is it for 10 minutes type?
So.
Hey, Josh. I'm sorry.
Yep.
I was gonna say, in the natural darkness of the night, I made a perception check just to see if I could see anything slinking off into the shadows that others might not be able to see. Once again, in the more natural darkness. I mean, I know there's a building on fire, but
But with that, especially with that, you barely are able to tell by the crops over here. You saw something scurrying by, and then a farmer heading into the house.
Show me that direction again. Sorry.
Very long distance. You saw over here there was a farmer, but you also saw an extra shadow slink by, just barely. And then this man went into his house.
I cause my spider to start like run across the group, hop over the house,
Which
and
house?
make its
This
way.
house?
This house right here. This guy.
Yeah, this one. Okay.
Way over to the left.
Do we have to kick more doors in to set more houses on fire?
Saw something over there, I say, and once again, I cause my spider to hop up. I hop on the spider, and start going that way.
Hey, onward! You could just hear a Durham in the back, like, now we're getting somewhere.
Oh dear.
Can I pre-transform?
Yes, you can. Yeah.
I need a token for that. I gotta get on that.
Alrighty.
Where are
So
we going?
you
Where are
guys
we
quickly
going?
surround this house.
Careful now. I saw the shadow in the crops. I don't know if it infected the man that went in, but be prepared for anything. Oh, sorry. But we must be prepared for anything.
Invincible.
Can we get him to come outside this time instead of going inside first?
You sense anything?
Can I reach out with my mind?
Just probe the house a little bit.
Yeah, like how many intelligent beings do I feel?
Alrighty, so as you kind of probe around the house,
Because I can see through the window, right?
for the window, let me pop the roof off real quick.
Yeah, so it's like a combination of the spider and the bird. I can like scan the room.
Alright.
Because I have to be able to look in.
So as you do look in, Nero's even looking in, everyone's kind of like crowding their windows a little bit. Ku's like hanging out by the tree for a moment, kind of like trying to be inconspicuous so he wouldn't be spotted if the dude comes out. You do sense two presences in there. You can only see the one. Jin, you definitely do sense the fiend is definitely within this house somewhere.
Are they?
Can
do
I smell
are they,
from here? Since we're a little bit away from the fire.
And are the two presences like in the same place? Like, do I think it's possessing him, or do I think it's in the room hiding?
That's what I think. That's what I'm trying to.
It's
like
definitely somewhere in the room hiding. As to
Okay.
where exactly, you're not entirely sure.
Can I sniff?
Especially with that, you don't even need to roll it passing. You could smell it clear as day coming from this house. It definitely passed in through here recently.
Can I? I want to talk to Jin. Jin, in your head, you hear, "There's a man in there with the creature. Ask him to leave. Force him if he will not go. We need to contain this beast. He's more likely to listen to you."
Something about paladins that people just try.
Hold on, I am totally backing Jin on this.
Alright.
But I want the spider to like sort of be over by. Is there a window on this side?
There's a window right here.
Yeah, but these windows are way too small for spiders to be slipping through.
Okay.
What's this house
Can
made out
we
of?
come through them
Stone.
or no?
Oh. Is it mortared or is it just stacked?
It's 100% mortared. You could tell this man built this house to be as sturdy as he looks.
He's an old ass man. He just lived here for forever.
He's an old fucking man, but he is a beefy man.
Cover the windows if we can get him out. I'm tossing a torch and I'll pay this man for his house. I don't care.
No, I was gonna say, in that case, I position the spider behind us, behind the tree line. So if that door opens, it can like shoot a web from a distance, and over our heads.
Alrighty.
Sorry, Jen, do your thing.
Am I like bursting in here, or am I just like?
No, we're trying to get him out so we don't go into another dark house.
Okay.
Jen's like, "Yo, my dude,
Tell
open the
him
door."
I open the door politely, and I'm like, "My good sir, please evacuate the house."
The hell?
I mean no harm, but there might be an evil entity in your house, and I require you to leave to your safety. Trust me, I have a knack for these things.
You can tell he's like eyeballing you pretty hard. But go ahead and roll me a persuasion.
Oh god, this will be the one time I fail persuasion.
Use your inspiration.
You know what? No, I'm not gonna use my inspiration.
Ooh.
Nice. Didn't need it.
Alrighty. So, you tell he eyeballs you pretty hard, but the fact that you're a paladin, he seems to have a little trust and faith in you. Kind of.
Is it still coming from the house now that this guy is coming out?
This guy coming out, like, as soon as he steps outside, it's still definitely inside somewhere. He's just kind
I
of...
sense nothing from him.
Nothing from him. Like, he's completely oblivious.
Thank you, good sir.
Alright. Anywhere I should go? I don't know if you're on King's business or what.
We can send him to the dwarf's house.
Ask him how much like his house is.
Oh, what?
What would be an adequate price for his house? Because we might be burning this thing down.
I will say
I'm
that
pretty sure you can ask. I got him out the house.
I feel it is important to note that burning down the house did not help us.
Well, now we're in front of all the windows, but they're too small to get in or out of.
But you tell him to head towards the dwarves.
That's what I think.
Okay,
You're the one
yeah.
talking to him, Mr. Paladin, Mr. Face Man.
To the
I
dwarf's
nod
house,
silently in agreement, but I'm not gonna say anything because I'd screw up that persuasion. So I just nod with the paladin.
Alright, so you tell him that, and Dorum comes around the corner. Like, yeah, we're on a witch hunt right now. You'll be safe over in my niece. She's been making one of the good stews, Greg. You can see that the old man that you now know to be by the name of Greg is seems a lot more relaxed at this point. Haven't visited in a while. So you'll see that he does calmly head on out. He still seems a little worried that a random paladin and a few others just rocked up to his house full in arms. So he'll head on out that way. So you definitely still sense the presence in the house somewhere. What do you guys do at this house?
We could just leave.
Why are you the coward Cleric,
just
what? Why
saying
is that
we're
your?
It's not a
covering-
coward. It's that we just keep
we're
looking for
covering the
trouble, for
door.
fuck's sake.
This thing
We're not
didn't-
looking for
It's
trouble.
for
We came here to help
adventures.
people.
This thing ran away. It didn't like teleport away because we knew it came out on the porch. These windows are too small. We're in front of the door. We somehow get it to come out.
Do you want to talk to it? I say in Jin's head. We have not tried that yet. Speak to the empty room, perhaps.
Say what?
Talk to the spirit thing that's in the house that we don't know what the fuck it is.
Entreat
it ran away.
the demon.
Oh, entity.
Is the doorway large enough that I can send the spider in, so I can go in first, or is it still too large?
This is a very small house for that. You would probably be able to squeeze it in there, but once it's in there, like if shit breaks down, you're not very sure what might happen or if anything, you know.
Okay.
Alright.
I'm proposing that we send the spider in, just because I feel it'll draw out whatever this thing is, because it can't hide from the spider. But it'll probably kill the spider, but better the spider than us. Thoughts?
I mean, if you want to go do that, I mean,
It
if
is
you want me to go
your-
try to talk to him.
Oh, okay, alright, no. In that case, you do your thing. We'll move the
It's a
spider
spider,
thing
guys.
back up.
It's a spider. It's not me. Let's try it. So
Okay,
I'm
then.
gonna take one step inside.
Alrighty.
Alright.
Still sense
Well.
it within the house.
Is there anything in here? I sense an evil presence. Please let yourself be known. And please try to be nice for a demon. Not quite fond of fighting at the moment.
So, as you're saying this and speaking out loud, go ahead and roll me a persuasion. Just real quick.
Your persuasion.
Yeah. Another persuasion.
Alright, this one I'm gonna have to use my inspiration because I have no confidence in this. Using my inspiration and I should have had confidence.
Alright. But you definitely hear almost like an echo for a moment. Do you bring the yellow sign?
What yellow sign may that be?
The sign of the king.
Oh, here we go, the king again.
Well, here I go slaying some demons again.
Put my car in reverse. No, I do not have no yellow sign.
You should probably step back before you say that out of the door.
So, as you do say that, the Father welcomes all. The other gods are false. They're young, naive, and greedy. He can enlighten you.
Aiden,
I'm sorry.
a little help here since you like to read minds.
All right. Can I make some sort of check to read his mind and see what he's saying?
Or you can like
Or
tell me
thinking.
what to say in my head.
Sure. What kind of fuck.
Is anyone actually familiar with the god or the father that does this kind of thing?
So, In reference to the yellow sign, you think back to the symbol on top of the jar. And you remember that very distinctly, because let me bring it back up real quick because it's been a while. This was the symbol that you had seen on top of the jar.
Oh, can we tell him about it? Oh, well, I guess Jin's talking.
Yeah, you definitely try and yell into the house about it if you want.
You'd be like, we know about your thing.
Yeah, I ate some of your goop, but it's not around anymore.
Looks like no clue.
I yell that into the room, I guess.
Can I try to commune with it at all?
You could definitely give it a try.
Alright, is there a role associated with that, or do I just reach out with my brain?
So with that, go ahead and roll me a intellect check, just a flat int.
Ooh, I'm not super smart. Did it happen? There it is. 20.
There you are. So, you start peering into the mind of this creature, and you can hear another language. I don't know if you understand Abyssal in a way.
Druidic, Sylvan. Here, let me get the full list. Elvish, no. Nope, no Abyssal. I don't take, I haven't taken exotic languages in a while. They never
So,
pay off. Except when they do. Fuck.
a little bit like Kuposhak's mind, but much more clear and not cacophonous. It's definitely this creature's own mind. And it's almost like a huge amount of paranoia built up into one person. They sent them here to kill me. The others are here. No, but this one ate some of the blessing from the Yellow King. They must be trustworthy. And like you could just hear like this argument with himself going on the whole time before finally he answers out to you, Ramus. Then you accepted the king's blessing.
Is it the same king that everyone else is trying to convince me of?
King
I guess I...
in yellow. This one is very different, very clearly different.
From the others?
Mm-hmm.
From the voices?
Extremely different.
I guess I try and get Aiden to get in my head so somebody else can... Well, can Jin hear him talking to me, or...?
He's speaking out loud so everyone can hear this.
Oh.
It's almost... It's pretty much echoing in the house.
I was gonna say, can I say to him mentally, we don't need to destroy you if you are not hostile to us. Speak to us as you would anyone else. We will treat you fairly.
You speak into my mind as he does. And yet, he sought to burn everything. Not you.
We see that you come here to destroy lives.
No. To free them.
Tell us more.
Though, dogs?
Treat with us in good faith.
I free them from mortality and the slavery of the afterlife to petty gods.
I tell him about... I mentioned Pelgrim's name to him and talk about the king returning and ask if it's like a similar king.
Pilgrim. He follows Asmodeus. They would see.
Bless you.
They would see the king in yellow stay imprisoned.
Bless you again.
They say bless you, May. She said thank you.
Which king do you serve? Which one are you loyal to? Do you still cling to your feeble gods? Your children of light?
I put the rune up to the window. I don't like put it against the window, but I put it up so it can be seen from the... I'm not like, here, look at this. It's in my hand, so it can't just be grabbed out.
So, you hold it up. As you do hold it up, though, you realize now it's, the sign itself is actually shimmering yellow.
Did it do that before?
Only when it got closer to this creature.
That's upsetting.
So the names of your kings.
You wish to know the king's name?
Does he see this rune? Can he see the rune?
You're not sure.
Yes.
I pull it back down. I'm not just like handing it. Just like waving it in the window. Here, take this.
Alright, so you want him to say the name of the king in yellow?
I'm gonna get close enough to say it, yeah.
Do you really want him to say the name of the king in yellow?
Alright.
You know what? Fuck it.
Alright. So you ask him that, and let's see.
Oh boy, here we go.
Well, actually, all right. So I need everyone to make wisdom saving throws.
Wisdom saving throw, you said.
Yes.
Where'd Sneezy go? Oh. This is gonna be interesting. I'm curious to know what's gonna happen.
Alrighty. So let's see. Remus, giant spider.
I keep forgetting to change my name back to Aiden for roles like that, but I mean, I use my mental stats.
Right.
I just am a giant spider right now.
So Remus and giant spider will be fine.
Uh-oh.
Which the two of you hear the name spoken out loud as you are actually able to survive hearing it.
What?
Everyone else, roll me a D100. That
no shit.
Didn't make it.
How do I do that again? The slash roll?
Slash
roll 1D100, just like that.
Okay.
Don't die, guys, please.
Working on it.
He's taking too long.
Alright, so I need to roll 3D100 real quick myself. Alrighty. So you just see Kuposhak's face just go kind of stupefied and kind of start drooling. Jin. you suddenly kind of feel like your self-conscious and will break. And you now have to do what anyone tells you to do that isn't self-destructive.
What you fucking do again?
Let's see. Thrice. You've become frightened and for 4 rounds we'll have to flee at full speed as fast as you can from the farm. Rain.
Yeah.
You become babbling and completely insane, incapable of speech or spell casting for the next 5 minutes.
Great.
And let's see. Nira. Oh, fuck me. Well, she's gonna come over here for a moment. We'll get to her in a second.
Oh boy.
And
She not swing her battle axe at me.
Dolrum completely collapses on the floor, eyes wide. But obviously that'll happen for a brief moment. But as that kind of breaks down, Aiden and Ramus, you guys see all this just ensue as he speaks out Hastur.
Hastur?
Hastur.
Hastur.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
And then around the corner, you could just see Nira's eyes completely bleaked over with rage. And she's gonna do a full round of swings at you, Ramus.
Oh my god, of course. Really?
As you can see that she's completely lost her shit.
Fuck my life. Jesus. Oh. Oh.
Oh my. Forgot how much damage Nira does. Remember when she was a bad guy?
Let's not think about that.
Alright. So after all this breaks down, Nira comes around the corner and just starts belting Ramus. And then at this point, I think that's enough. Or, no, actually, that's not enough to down you, thankfully, I believe.
That puts me at...
Actually, yeah, no, that... Oh dear. That...
Because that's 39 exactly.
Yeah, it would put you under exactly. And then Aiden would be the only one who survives this call out. As this is all going down, Faust is running and screaming. Rain is just babbling. Jin, you're the only one who's like, okay, you're not really sure what's going on. You just see everyone suddenly just like stunned, freaking out, and then you hear like Ramus scream for a moment with the sudden crunch of the very familiar sound of Nira's axe.
No, that's a new axe.
It's true. The crunch of metal on bone.
Wonder. Hold on. To reaction. Ah, but it's spells only. God damn it. Can I use a reaction to... Shit, what a waste. No. I was gonna say, can I use my reaction and drink the potion, but... Yeah, can I use my reaction, see her coming, to drink this potion of invulnerability? Or is it too, like, surprise?
Unfortunately, it's just too surprised, because it's just like, she literally just came around the corner and just raised up and started belting you.
Do you have any You have any healing spells?
I have several. So, but I don't. Do I immediately know that? Oh yeah, because I can see through my wildfire spirit. So I guess.
Oh yeah, you would know. Jin is. You're not sure what's going on, Jin. But
Does his mind feel different? Well, I don't know yet.
No.
So I see the most immediate thing is Kuposhak is like
drooling.
faded out.
Yeah.
He's drooling, and
Even with the
Rain is
things in his
screaming.
head?
Thalos is running. Ramus is dying. Fuck. All right. So I shift back into a person so I can cast spells, and I can cast spells from the point of view of my wildfire spirit. So I'm gonna second level cure wounds into my boy Ramus. Leveled. No.
Does her rage subside, or is she still like frothing at the mouth?
So you're gonna get 9 HPs.
Is she? If I get up and stay near her, is she gonna like swing for the fence?
Yeah. Wait. Like.
Yeah.
So are we in initiative right now?
We're not in initiative right now. Sorry, I was just reading a side message. Rain will have control of Jin for the time being.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Just hope you feel better, brother. As you do get him back up, you could see that whatever this. Fair enough. I hope you feel better soon. As this finished out, and especially with Ramus getting up, you could already see Nira like threw her great axe to the side and was just actually horrified and like trying to fumble for a potion, but she's visibly shaken and crying that she just did this to Ramus, who's been nothing but nice to her.
Oh, is she back under control? She doesn't. I guess she didn't attack the wildfire spirit.
No, she didn't attack the wildfire spirit. She just attacked Ramus and then saw that he was down and like immediately snapped to.
I would rush over to Ku. Can I make some sort of medicine check to shake him?
Can I use another potion?
That you can't. Like, Nira's gonna hand you a greater healing one, so it'd be 44, and she's sitting there like completely a mess, like quivering and trembling and crying. Like, I'm sorry, I didn't know what happened. And Aiden, go ahead and roll a message.
Oh, damn it!
Reddit.
I'm still the giant spider. Fuck. I'm also gonna drink a giant a greater healing after I do this. 21.
All right, so
I take the crit, but I'll take the 21.
with that, you could tell that hearing that, especially for Ku's chaotic mind, that this seems pretty minor for him, and especially since some people are kind of snapping too. You hear Thal stop screaming, and you can see him like turn around a few seconds later, but he's still pretty distanced at that point. He, like 4 full rounds of running, he would be at 240 feet away, but you could still see him like a little bit in the distance, dot barely in the darkness.
What's a regular potion? It's 2d
plus 2.
Yeah, 2d.
Can I shout? In my haste, I forget to contact them mentally. I shout. Is Rain still screaming?
Always.
Well, like, okay. I shout to Jin. Make sure that's not. It doesn't get by you. It doesn't get out the door. Has it already? His throat hurts. He doesn't shout often.
Yeah.
Bad at it.
Yeah, so Jin will ready is having. It hasn't left yet.
Ramus gets to the doorway. I'm very curious now, and I ask him, "Do you know about the rune? Do you know about this sword?"
You have one.
How many are there?
There are many. They were made by the king. They were his personal guard. Have you taken
Yay.
this throne up now? Will you see the king returned?
I have an agreement with this weapon in the previous hold. We'll see where that leads.
Then you've been chosen. You have one of King's runes.
Where were the others last?
Scattered. The war hid them. The devils seek them.
Is that why this army is marching across the land? I'm sorry, is that why the army is marching across the land to find these?
Character in character.
Sorry, I'm immersed.
The devils, they weave their devious plans. They might be using mortals for this very means of these runes, to collect them and find it once more.
Any hint towards how we reach it before they do?
Be strong enough to survive the trials.
Shit.
Where are these trials?
Scattered through time.
Scattered through time? You gotta be shitting me. Okay, cool. I'm thinking. I want to know more. Do you know anything about the previous owner of this blade? Besides, I know he was a bodyguard. King's Guard.
Mighty soldier. He resisted the king's offer. Used the power for his own. Forgotten
Powerful.
with his wealth, he was.
Power for his own how?
He made his own kingdom. A falsehood that should have never been.
But he is of my order. Must have done greater things than that. He is one of the first.
Greater for mortals, maybe.
What are you doing here? What has brought you here to our plane? Why?
I free souls to the far realm.
Are you building an army?
I was trying. The devils come.
We know who appointed. That's why you all went insane. You want him to say it again?
At this point, you see Dorum finally like sit up. He's just like, "What the fuck was that? I couldn't move or speak or anything. I could still see everything going on."
Scary. Spoopy.
Slowly sits up, like writes himself the mall. Unfortunately, Rain is still stuck in the babbling state for an hour.
Spoopy. I'm just gonna go around babbling spoopy.
What?
Spoopy, spoopy.
What is
spoopy?
What is the king's purpose here? I guess while everything's going on, I'm focused. Ramus isn't even like paying attention to anything else. He knows he can tell the rune is still going. and I'm curious now. I don't exactly want to take this dude's head yet.
He was making a doorway to the far realm so the gods could be with their children once more. Bless their flesh. Allow them to have true forms that they seek.
Who are his children?
Us. The forgotten creatures. And soon to be you, since you've consumed his blessing. Taking up the weapon he's made.
What was the last part you cut off a little?
Taking up the weapon that he has made.
What was the original intention for this weapon?
To purge the paladins of the false gods, the children that claim themselves to be holy.
It's fairly creepy.
Like my friend right here?
Really?
I'm asking. Hold on.
Like that dude right here? Like my man? Guy?
With that, you can hear him kind of like hiss and kind of recoil at that. We have no more to say to the children of light.
I guess
With that,
I tell Jin, huh?
with that, let's see something real quick.
I tell Jin, since he's taking commands, I tell him to step out of the doorway.
With that, he'll step out of the doorway, but he'll still be on guard. As, let's see. Well, quick question. What's everyone's passive perceptions?
What is our what?
Passive perceptions.
15.
Perception? What does that
15.
mean?
Hey, could you put the spelling of the name in the chat for me so I can just have it in my notes? Get a G. G.
How do you tell? Oh, 12. Oh, no. Yeah, 12.
So,
Should be on your beyond character sheet also.
yep.
Yeah, that's where I look.
Alright. So with that, you step into the house.
Who, me?
Oh, you were saying you're stepping in? Or just Jin stepping out?
No, just Jin stepping out.
And so at that, Aiden, you feel the presence kind of slipping away. Ku is like kind of like shakes his head and like, oh, that was interesting.
Wait, can I like be like, wait, stop? Can I? Is there time for me to give a warning to be like, stop? It's escaping.
With that, you definitely can.
All right. Well, then I shout out in my haste, stop! It's getting out. Block it. Ramus,
shit.
can I make my wildfire? I don't know if I can use my wildfire spirit. It's a small creature.
With that, are you just gonna have it fly around or like try and block doorway?
Can
or
we
where?
tell which way it's coming from? It's going? Can I smell the brimstone? Because I don't know. I got nothing else.
It's emanating heavily through this house.
It's disappearing. Is it just disappearing through the house, or is it like coming out of a door?
Go ahead and roll me a perception as you quickly search. Actually, everyone can roll me a perception as you quickly search around, and especially Aiden's call out are now searching around diligently.
Great. Useless.
Alright. So, unfortunately, nobody does manage to spot it. But especially
Really?
especially as you're following it, Ramus, you are like trying to smell around the house, like searching. At this point, unfortunately, the presence is gone. but you smell near the fireplace. As you you're searching around and you look up inside, you realize that there's claw marks inside the fireplace. It was in the chimney the whole time.
Oh.
Are the claw marks going up?
It clearly went up, and everyone was kind of staring at the windows and such, and it slipped out. But at this point, obviously, this thing is still somewhere, but has now definitely left the farm area. As you now see, and you look up, the moon is back.
Oh, it has returned. Am I still babbling?
At this point, your babbling actually does fade.
Oh, thank you, Jesus. All right.
Yes,
Thank you, deity.
I relayed to everyone that it went up the chimney and it's probably gone for now. Yeah, I give them the gist of the tokens and the Shishipaniki trying to get the token. There's more, and we should probably get them before anybody else, including this guy who serves the Yellow King.
Sorry, what's the relation between the Shishipaniki and the tokens?
They're using their army to try and find these tokens, and that's why they're getting all these people. They're taking all these prisoners and doing all this digging. That they're trying to find these trials to get more of the tokens I have, like the ones like the one I have from different Kingsguard. I couldn't really get much about the Yellow King, except that he's trying to open a doorway, and it's probably not a good idea.
You think the Shishipaniki are the only ones that are after this?
No, not at all. He's probably trying to unite, make some soldiers to find himself too. And it's a little bigger than just an army invasion.
Why do they think they're in these lands? I assumed they would be in these lands. Why here?
They may not be. He said, very interesting. He said time.
We shouldn't mess with time. Just throwing that out there.
We probably need to find a way to find out what kind of hints or just direction of this army that'll lead us closer to our goal, and hopefully we can get ahead of them. I wouldn't want any of them with what I've got.
Agreed.
Oh,
It seems they have much to consider.
And that the demons worship a completely different god, and they've got their own ulterior motives. They're probably doing the same thing too, at least with the runes. I don't know if they have any. I don't know if they care about the weapons, but they definitely want the runes. That's where the power is, and that's probably why Pelgrim wanted it, and why they were willing to fight each other for it. The two demons.
So there is a war that is even greater than the war we thought we were fighting.
It's all the same war, just different levels.
Yet we are caught in the middle of it.
Some who don't even know what they're a part of, it seems. The Shishipaniki. And I'm not gonna put it past someone using them and waiting for them to find it, and then sneak in, take it from them. It's a little bigger than I originally. Seems we don't have a choice now.
For now, it seems that these farmlands we came to defend are safe.
Yeah.
Let us return.
Should we check up on the dwarves first?
Yes. And we should go back to see if we can bury the bodies of those who were burned. Unfortunately.
What guarantee do we have that it won't come back to terrorize these people?
Oh, I have one right here.
Do not believe there is a guarantee hidden.
But right now we're one step better than before.
Right now, as long as Ramos has the token that he has, it is something we can keep out of the hands of worse things.
All right. Be it on our heads.
There's one of those situations I generally have met all, but seems it's a little late for that. So I'd rather be the one with it than the other side of it.
You're not wrong. I don't disagree. So, are we out? Is there anyone else we should talk to here?
Refugees. Remember how they said like anyone that tried to leave before was obviously being killed before they could leave the farmland? I mean, they should be free to leave now.
Well, we should tell them that they should come with us if they want extra security, because we're leaving now. So anyone that wants guaranteed passage should come with us.
Fair point. Rain?
Yes.
Thoughts?
I'm just following the group right now. I don't
Okay.
have an opinion.
I'm coming now.
I shall be my strong, silent type self.
Okay.
Yeah, Damon should have asked why the dwarves weren't affected or they didn't care about.
Can I ride the giant spider?
Yes. We've got about 30 minutes before it dissipates.
So, which way are we going?
To
Out?
talk to the dwarves and see if anyone's coming with us or will they stay there.
On that
Hot damn.
when we first showed up,
Holy shit.
just make sure she's safe.
Are we just like leaving this bonfire just going? That's like not even safe for them.
It's probably dead by now. Well,
It still
depends how
says
long.
hot damn.
Well,
Middle of the town, and we're all like, "Okay, we're done.
House
You're
is
safe
on fire.
now."
I mean, can I
I'll be
get
right
close
back.
enough
I'm
to
gonna
the
go get
porch to rummage this body?
Guys, can I get like a 10-minute break so I can go get some hot tea because I'm freezing in my basement?
Yes.
Cool. I'll be back.
All right. Can I rummage through this body?
Yes, you can. As you
All right, so I rummage through the body.
as you rummage the body, you do see a ritual-esque scimitar, as well as, aside from the obviously very fucked up eyes, a similar jar of the black ichor seems to have been purposely carried around by her. It's very clearly been eaten from, as well as a, well, self-homemade style of a stone with the yellow sign painted on it.
So she's got like a homemade version of my room.
Yep. Obviously, it has no power. It's just clearly like her form of worship.
Is the jar empty or is there still crap in it?
There's still a bunch of nasty black ichor in it.
Can I light it on fire with my like half transformed fire sword?
Yes, you can. You fully.
I light that shit on fire.
All right. Purge the black ichor jar.
I like stab down into the
Purge
jar.
the Xenos. Heretic scum. by the Emperor.
This shit's some heresy.
This shit's heretical.
That's the extent of my Warhammer knowledge. That and DACA.
And I obviously pick up the scimitar.
Alrighty.
Wait a second. Ramus, while you're here, let's talk to the Brem Iron Arrow.
Can
Neighbor?
anybody else use sword or?
I mean, sure.
Because depending on what this sword is, I have either sword or I'm not really using my my short sword of wounding currently.
You might want to hold on to that as a backup, buddy.
I also have my silver longsword.
Alright. So, as you go over to Brem's house, I assume knocking.
Yes.
He kind of peers out and look into both of you. You're safe. Good.
Do you know anything about it?
You saw that thing, right?
Yes.
I saw it going in and out of the house. A few nights. Kind of walked out. I saw the shadows at first. I thought I was just seeing shit. And then Vias. She was being fucking weird. One night I decided to leave my door a little bit of a crack, and I saw her talking to that thing. I didn't think it was real at all. I thought it was just a fucking terrible nightmare.
What about the other two? Did they have any contact with it or just a joke?
I saw them eating that weird black shit.
Yeah, they were gone. We should just lit the house on fire.
Do you know where they got the black ichor?
I'm not even sure. I just know that they kept fucking eating that thing like it was jam.
When did it begin? When did you first notice it? When did you first notice it?
It's been about a month now.
So it is a recent occurrence.
It was like right when the war broke out. And I didn't really want my neighbors thinking I was crazy or spouting something about witchcraft on, especially the person who was in charge of the storage, parts of the farms. It would have been pretty big trouble. I know I probably should have spoke up sooner, but I very clearly don't have a lot, and the last thing I need is getting chased out of the only home I really have right now.
Well, good that did, huh?
I'm sorry.
Oh, I just said, well, good that did, huh? Keeping that shit to yourself.
He is the one that helped us out. Like he was. I think he was trying to feed us clues before Vi was trying to throw us off the scent the first time. So done well by us, Brem. If you'd like to return to the actually no, I mean he's fine here. This is a farming community. Well, I just tell him he's done well by us.
We can tell him where we're going and why we're going there.
I'll be sure to keep my eyes peeled then. I'm staying here for sure. I don't expect anyone else to really believe this story without seeing what happened here tonight, but at least I could keep my ear to the ground for you if this shit happens again and come running.
Is much appreciated.
Thank you for clearing out whatever that crazy shit was. He just
Tell me
kind of...
about your neighbor in the bathtub. Is she sane?
Yeah, the woman in the bathtub.
Hmm?
She's always been a bit of an oddball, but she's always been sitting out there on the front porch, relaxed and taking care of her little patch. Her name's Jeanette. I don't know. I haven't really kept eyes on her. I was more scared of Vi at the moment. I think I'll keep an eye on her.
Good idea.
I know that she's got a monk who lives with her. And peace will follow, but he started climbing up pretty big himself. Name's Jace.
Climbing up how?
He used to be pretty talkative some points. He was a little upset during the pig sticking season. He sees it as a cursed time to be killing so many animals for the harvest, but yeah, I don't blame him for his beliefs. After a few times of that, and then especially the month coming up, he started being real quiet, like Lunai there.
Oh, thank you, baby.
You're welcome.
Shut up. Sorry.
You're fine.
Trying to think. Do you have anything else?
No. I'll just tell Brem to, Brem, be sure to keep in contact with the dwarves on the edge of town. I think all you and all of your neighbors need to be aware of all of the things that could be hunting you if you are not careful.
I'll tell them all. Especially after tonight. I'm telling them everything. Try to get some priests to come bless the area.
Unfortunately, there's a lot going on that we've had the pleasure of unknowingly being in the middle of.
You say that again. Thank God I never ate that weird shit.
You were offered?
She offered it to me as jam. I threw that shit in the fireplace.
Did she offer anybody else?
I'm not entirely sure. I think it was, well, let's see. There was, maybe Vavin who took one, but I know he's not too partial to anything that's not elven cooking. He's very partial on that.
Where do we find him?
It's just up the road at the split near the chicken farm, at the left side house.
Is there anyone else that she may have tried to convince?
Oh. Let's see, a few other people I think that she probably took it to. Maybe Baragal over by the pig pens. Also, I think she took a big stock of it to the pig trough.
Fuck.
Did you say the pig trough?
Yeah. Other than that, she hasn't had like a whole lot of it. She seemed to be pretty sparing. Other than that huge reserve, I think she was building up for that to bring that to the pig trough.
Well, guess we have to talk to a couple of people before we leave here.
All right. It would seem so. Thank you again, Bram. Lock your doors.
Don't have to tell me twice. Just be careful out there. That you can see.
You too.
Immediately, like, ducks behind, and you can hear him like clamp down another like wood. It doesn't even sound like a plank. It sounds like a whole log, and then like another one propped up against the edge of the door that swings inward. You can tell he's been paranoid about this for a really long time. And Thalos, especially since you're like near the one window he's clearly nailed it shut from the inside.
Yeah, he knows what's up.
Suspicion game on point.
Get back to the others. Tell them about Vavin and anyone else that we think may exposed to this stuff.
Sure sounds like a plan. She's still out, so we're still RPing in the meantime.
At this point, you do kind of see Nira as like trying to clean off your blood from her axe and still like completely frazzled at what happened and just kind of looking away in shame.
Ramus, are you alright? Do you need more healing? I have. One of his hands glows and he also reaches into his pack and pulls out a greater healing potion.
No, I have plenty, and just holding on to them until we need it.
Alright. Was that Rain? Rain?
She's dying.
Yeah.
Oh, you're back.
Yeah, I just really hurt my joint.
As I walk over to the group, I just give Nira like tap on the arm, just like a touch on the arm, nod, like it's a whatever, you know? Like, don't even think about it.
You can tell she nods, but you can tell she's still like visibly upset that even got to her. She's not even sure what even really happened.
Are any of us?
I mean,
Just-
you and I.
Yeah, just Framus and Aiden. Everyone else has no idea what the hell even happened. Remember talking,
We had a conversation.
and then suddenly everything just kind of went blank.
Well, yeah, we had a conversation, and I guess you were with me. Everybody else was not.
The only other person who actually knows is Jin, and that's because his wasn't like a full click. It was just like something snapped a little bit, but he still was able to listen.
He
Okay.
he hit the good stuff.
Yeah, he doesn't know the name, but he did hear the conversation.
Okay, so he took the hit, and he was like,
He blinked on the name, but after that,
Yeah.
everything else was good.
he ate
Are we
the
gonna
mushroom.
do rest at all?
We should
It is pretty
probably-
late.
Are we gonna rest,
No,
or
I
are we
mean-
gonna talk to people
I-
first?
I mean our characters, because I would like to, get my spell slots back in.
Yeah, we could take a long rest in the barn, and then question people in the morning if we're not worried.
Alright.
So we could set
Are
up a
we
watch.
like worried that it's like a hardcore urgent thing that we need to pursue right this second, or is it something we can sleep on?
I don't know. I mean, these people were alive and then they died like within 30 minutes of us getting here. Like we talked to them and then we turned our backs and then they were
Whew.
dead by face huggers.
Yeah, and then they were eating the goop. But I think they were already, because they've been eating
Goop.
Oh, I guess Ramus and I, relay the conversation. So you guys find out that, like, they've been eating the goop already, and more might be.
Yeah,
Right.
apparently, according to the neighbor, Vi, the woman that was in there, who's all burnt up right now, she was apparently offering some of this from some of the black jarred ichor to other people in the town.
And some might have ate it. They were actually trying to take some to the pig trough.
Uh-huh.
So
I wonder if it would have infected the meat
probably,
of anyone that would eat.
or the pigs themselves, but probably the meat.
Could you remind me what the symptomology was after eating this thing? I remember vomit, but that was it.
Well, was the one that the head cut off, that was coming out of its eyes. The other was the things with the things coming out their mouth. It turns them into
Well, you had some of that black
unwilling
ichor stuff, didn't
soldiers.
you?
Yeah,
Like
But you
one
also
and
consumed
only
it
a little.
earlier.
a little bit,
Right,
and I
and
vomited
you-
out.
Okay, so that's what I'm remembering.
Yeah.
Okay, so
We vomited. I've like immediately vomited once they pulled me away and I got my faculty back.
I mean, it's not like those like creatures came like looking for us. We went looking for it and like engaged. So
I kind of explained to Rain that this is an army being built. We should probably.
Right, but the army's not here right now. I'm just essentially determining whether or not we can just take a quick break and then like have our characters rest up so we're at full strength the next day to tackle this.
It's the middle of the night, so why don't we just wait it out until the morning? Everyone can take a long rest. We'll just set up shifts.
Right.
Okay, alright.
Yeah.
Hayden volunteers
That
to
works.
take the first shift since he has his wildfire spirit summoned already.
Okay.
Ramus
Okay.
sits and contemplates over the scimitar.
So meditate.
So where are we
and
gonna
the
go?
day's events.
Can we like stay in there? Sleep. And then...
Maybe back in the barn, set up
There's
a
the
way to
barn.
watch each door.
For that, definitely easy enough, considering the only two main doors. There's either the double doors or the main side door here. Which you saw that the others there now chilling with the dwarves did. And
Alright.
Dorum is going in and telling everyone, you know, what happened, but that you guys managed to chase away whatever this creature was.
Alright, I sit in the corner, facing this way, towards these boxes. I'll take first watch on this side.
Alright. Jin will post up with you as well.
I'm contemplating the day and the weapon. And the fake rune, because I grabbed that. Of course I will.
Alright.
So long resting.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sleeping.
So I get all my sheets back. This goes away after my watch. I guess you let us know if anything happens.
And we're waiting to go, like, I guess, as early as possible. Somebody
8 hours.
like, I'm gonna have some bacon. And everyone's like, yeah, let's buy some bacon. And then all of a sudden, everyone's already ate it.
Shit's popping off.
I mean, I've got rations in my bag. I got some jerky. Sucky no.
So,
Bad boy.
as you are taking your shifts, obviously it'll be easy enough, especially with the entire yard illuminated by the burning house slowly fades through the night.
So there's like smoke blowing in the wind and probably like
Candles in
debris
the
on the floor.
Oh yes.
Hmm.
As you are taking your rest, though, each of you do have a similar dream. You do hear what
There we
sounds
go.
like the thumping and darkness, almost like soft
What we
earthquake.
just went through.
Almost like soft earthquakes coming from a mountain.
Earthquake. Like footsteps? Were
Yep.
they rhythmic?
Like a heartbeat.
Motherfuck.
Like a heartbeat.
Like a heartbeat.
Be careful, that's
What
sucky.
in
Is there a dragon in the mountain that we have to kill for another one of these things?
As you,
The dream. It's the dream, right?
Yeah.
so.
Okay,
Yeah.
babe. I will go to bed. Just give me a couple minutes, okay?
Uh-oh.
the door?
Celia, I think you gotta go to bed, and I will go to bed. Okay? It's not my guest room. It's my house.
You tell him.
I live here. I pay bills.
That's right.
Tell that little girl.
Funny, it's totally funny. All right, good. Sorry guys, give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Oh, somebody
That's
doesn't want to go
hilarious.
to bed.
That's fucking
So.
funny.
Cute as hell. But the night, you could just say it. The night passes uneventfully, and you're all fine.
Well,
Everyone is fine forever.
as you hear the
Yeah.
Having
thrum
a dream.
of this deep heartbeat, each of you eventually hear what sounds like heavy stone being pushed aside, grating against each other, an extremely heavy weight. You hear what sounds like one massive heavy hand slap against the stone, and then another, as you kind of start to see what seems like a soft red light start to illuminate. You can see yourselves walking towards this doorway as you start to make out the figures. As you do see this massive red door, you start to realize that there's multiple arms gripping at it, trying to hold this door open forcefully. As you get closer, you'll see one final hand, massive, the palm the size of your body, reaching out for you. And then, right as the hand,
Am I like lucid dreaming or?
Can I do anything? Or can I just run away in slow motion?
unfortunately, you just are just watching. You can't do anything, can't scream, can't speak. At this point, when you do feel the hand grip your body, you wake up.
Well, I'm assuming that's the portal he's trying to open.
That's awful. I want you to know that's awful. Like, it's cool
really
as shit,
cool,
but
actually.
it's awful. Like, I don't want to get grabbed by any of those.
Dead ass.
That's like, it's like in fucking season 4 of JoJo's when Kito gets grabbed by the fucking wall of arm. He's ripped to pieces. This shit's crazy. Spoilers for season 4 of JoJo.
But other than that estranged dream, especially after hearing the name of the Yellow King, you wake up, you're still
What's his
refreshed.
name again?
There's sand in your underpants.
Hestia.
Got it.
Dude, I just
Okay,
had-
it's good I'm not the only one writing everything down all the time.
Alright, did you
I just had to explain that image to a 4-year-old.
Oh!
I had to explain it. She was all
That's
like,
great.
"What's that?" And I'm like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, that,
Damn it, I gotta explain myself to a 4-year-old.
I mean, it's not the worst kind of image to have to explain yourself to.
It's
It's
funny
true,
because I've done
yeah,
that
but she was just-
already multiple times with my 10-year-old.
Yeah.
I feel you.
But, I hope you heard the dream. I apologize.
Yeah, I think I caught the gist of it at the very most.
Yeah. So with that, you will wake up refreshed to a degree. Obviously, the very wild and strange dream. You're not very sure what to make of that, but obviously, the day comes,
I guess from
and the house is completely burnt out. The bodies there, crispy, and destroyed.
I guess from what I know, I like surmise that that's what he was talking about, opening the door to let him, the children and the god and Hello King.
For that, you assume it to be.
So all right, so I guess I kind of explained that to the party after, and I already talked about what was happening, Yellow King, before they kind of put that together, explaining that.
Any of us would be affected by this together through a dream. It means that there is no escaping that we are now a part of this.
Like I said, we probably should find the runes before stuff.
It seems we have no choice.
Yeah, I keep hearing that a lot now.
I checked with Nira to see if she also had the
Yay.
dream.
She did. She seems pretty unnerved by all of this. Kuposhak is still sound asleep.
Good
Can
old Kupo Shack.
is that a door that I've heard of? Can I make a history check? Like I don't. It's not in the world that I know of, right? Like this is not a physical door that we can go to.
For this one, you have no idea. It completely escapes you.
An otherworldly door. Summoning us? Are we being pulled into it? Aiden's doing the Deku mumble. He's just like talking to himself in the corner, just like, what is the meaning of this door? The hands, how many hands? What is it? The red light. Well, morning has come. Should we question those who have been seen with this goo?
Yeah.
I think that might be a good idea.
Seemed to work. So
Well, now we're healed. Now we're all healed up and shit.
It's true.
let's do it.
Yeah.
I have 41 HPs again, and all my spell slots. Let's go wreck some bitches. We got
Yeah.
directions from, Brem, yeah?
Yeah.
Which
So
is the
do we
closest
start? I
house.
think maybe start at the pig pen so nobody eats anything from those pigs.
Yeah.
That's a good point. We should go empty those out and let people know. And
This pig pen? With the dancing blue arrow?
Yeah, this one or
guess so.
this one.
Because this is a pen, but this is chickens, not pigs.
Yeah, pig.
Pig. Hello, sir. Have you imbibed goop recently?
No.
What are you talking about?
I don't know what you speak of.
Frantically hiding the jar.
As he's shoveling it into his mouth. No.
I would never.
All right, so yeah, I guess me and Aiden start asking. Aiden or Aiden?
Aiden.
Aiden. Start asking questions.
You call him Aiden just to fuck with him, though.
So, as you
Aidon.
Aaron. Done fucked up, Aaron.
so
We start questioning.
black goo, like the bad jars of jam that Vi brought over. Pigs loved
Yeah.
it.
Shit. Did you eat any of it?
Why would I eat bad jam? I don't want a stomach ache or to be shitting myself all night at the trots.
You can't, you cannot let these pigs eat anymore. Eat from. And I kind of explain why. What happened.
Well, that herd I sold off a while back.
Shit.
Probably
How long ago?
a week ago.
Crap.
So-
Now,
God, where'd it go?
That was going to the next town over.
I know
how
where
far
we're
is
going.
the town?
Let's see. The merchant that I was talking to was planning on herding it. Said it was probably like a good 5 days. Obviously, they gotta herd and keep them all in order. Make sure they don't run off and shit.
We need to get word of maybe some of what's going back to. What's his name? Commander at
Zhang.
the town.
Zhang.
Yeah. To get word to Zhang, but we should probably chase.
Our first reaction is always bring in the fucking National Guard.
You
God
do
damn.
remember Zhang headed out to the forest to fortify the Knoll Fort that you'd left behind.
No one's really on our side in the town, are we?
The town doesn't know you that well, but they seem
Can
to
we,
trust you because you managed to go through the, well, obviously the pecking order correctly, even though, you know, everyone was kind of like, fuck that bitch for being like the absolute lawful.
Can we send the survivors to town? See if the dwarves want to go with them and have them relay while we
For that, there's... Well, obviously you can ask them once you get back, but you know that a lot of the survivors would be more than happy to go there and vouch.
Alright, so that's a plan. I ask, do you know of anybody else who may have had the jars? Who have been handed jars?
Well, Vog did say it was like some kind of blackberry jam, but, I think Bargo is, the only one, but he hit it out with the pig herd and make sure that they stay in check. He was one of the main keepers for it. Kind of left us in charge of this batch here.
Put it in the fire immediately. That is not anything you want to keep around.
If there's any left, obviously I'll get rid of it, but, I don't know, only that main batch there left out. I think there's like a good 20 pigs that ate that stuff. It did get pretty big, though.
I guess that's all there is to say to him. Are all the pigs together?
Yeah, they bought them out. It's pretty... Well, that was pretty surprising buy. I know that, especially when those pigs get that big, you know, good, I think like 300 pounds of meat. A good sell.
How long ago did they leave?
A week ago.
Shit.
It's a 5 day, if things go smoothly.
5 days with 20 pigs, or 5 days?
5 days, obviously straight ride. With 20 pigs, there's going to be delays, because obviously trying to herd them is a pain.
Alright, then.
Like
I guess
herding pigs.
be safe, and let's go talk to the others.
Yeah. Oh, and the town is East Shell, if you're...
East Shell?
Yeah.
If you're keeping score.
Which way is it? I'm assuming east of here?
Can I have him mark it on our map?
He points it out. It's the southeastern section.
I would love
Thank
a
you.
map handout. It would be the most glorious.
I gotta finish making it.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to seem...
I thank him, and I guess we walk to the next set of people.
Alright.
Actually, first I want to go talk to the, what was it, what did she have, a monk or something?
Oh, the Jeanette down here at the bottom.
Oh.
We
And
get
where
her
was the
there.
other house?
Who is she?
Was it over here?
She was the lady
house-
that was naked when we came in. She was in a tub.
Yeah, she was taking a
Right.
bath out on her.
The other one
No
she
fucks
gave
given.
The goop to, was it this house over here?
This one. So,
Which one?
hold up. I will reveal it.
Oh. Okay, is any... Okay.
But,
Could I ask him about, actually before I go, can I ask him about the owners of this house, that house? If he knows anything.
the owners of this house in particular, you know that they have not really tended too much to many of the animals. They do help around the farm a bit with their own styles and herbicides that are a lot safer. And obviously they've been a fair amount of help to the town, but they only have like their small little farm patch out back, and he would tell you flat out that they're a little snooty and, you know, nose upturned towards normal cooking or anything else, unless it's kind of like maybe something on the sweeter side, because they're all elves.
I didn't go vegans. Ugh.
Alright, so I guess I go over and knock. Well, I talk to this person outside, and I ask, do you know anything about the jar of black?
He just kind of looks at you like you're fucking crazy, like, jar of black? You mean the blackberry jam Ivan brought home?
Did you guys eat it?
Of course. We had it on some bread and a few other things.
And you don't feel ill?
Why would I feel ill? Was it spoiled?
Insight with advantage, please. 27. Is he lying to us?
So you could tell he doesn't feel any different. Being very truthful, doesn't seem to feel anything.
Would you allow me to... We have reason to believe that the jelly, jam, whatever you would like to describe it as, is not what you think it is.
Len are all fruit.
I am a healer. May I assure myself that you are helping?
I guess.
It would only take a...
I
just want to make
while
medicine
he's doing
checks.
that, I briefly explained to him the jam, the so-called jam.
I got 17 on one of them and a 12 on the other.
They look healthy. Nothing really seems to stick out of the ordinary.
Alright, you definitely shouldn't eat any more of that and possibly toss it in the fire.
Do you sense anything about them?
I guess I ask about if they have any other goings with the lady. With the lady.
Flying is she's always nice to us. She liked the fact that we grow a couple of different medicinal herbs from the Elvish forest. Never really clashed with her before.
Do you yourselves take any of those herbs?
I mean, of course we dabble a little bit, but...
There goes rain.
No. But, I mean, if you're looking for good pipeweed, we do have quite a bit of that stored up still.
Rain, welcome back.
Wait.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Hi.
Yeah, I again tell them to burn whatever they have left and hope for the best.
Alright then.
Was that the last house that he said, or was there one more? Was it two or three?
That was it. But even though you're kind of like expecting, like, you know, Frey, well, the Elvish woman, Freyra, will basically, you know, see, you know, that you are a doctor. Do you solicit the use of medicinal pipeweeds? We do have stronger medicines.
What can you show me?
Yeah, Remus
I
asks.
whisper voice.
Yes, what kind of medicine do you have? I do not heal, so as well.
So she'll
Make sure I'm prepared in other ways.
she'll take out the good old Elvish medicinal weed, and well, how do you feel about pipeweed, aka blazing it?
420 blaze it. I'm all for that.
This smells the most heavenly sticky ever. It's
shit.
fresh.
Support
720
this,
blaze it.
sir.
I'm down. We all go up and we you know, I make a pipe out of fire and I smoke in it.
You
Great.
pull out your peace pipe.
So
ingenuity.
Mine's made out of like a monster horn or some shit.
So obviously, you take the time to have a nice bowl with your pipe. Well, obviously, if you were wounded, but you'd be able to heal 2d6 plus 4 for each bowl you smoke.
2d6 plus 4 per hit. Damn, son.
Can I buy any off of her?
She's more than happy to sell it.
Do
How
they have
much
anything
is-
else, or is
Yo,
that
we got a dealer guy.
it? The plug, the elven plug.
Elvish
ass.
pipeweed.
Yeah,
Things
I
getting so New York.
That good
Things
shit.
getting so New York. I'm not ready.
we hit that, and I'm like, facts. Let me get some of that.
Right. You can tell this is definitely nothing that humans have grown because this shit hits you. You feel
Grimace
fucking
buys-
great.
Buys I guess a pouch. How many bowls would a pouch?
You definitely be able to get 4 hits for the pouch. Each pouch, those is a hefty 50 gold. Obviously, it outweighs even just your common healing potion.
Really? I take a pouch of that shit.
Yeah. So, obviously they have enough to fill your weed pouches, your pipe pouches.
How many gold to a platinum?
10.
Yeah, 1
10.
platinum equals 10 gold. See,
It's always 10. 10 more to go up a rank.
Yep.
They tried to make it easy.
Simplify it.
Oh, okay. That's
But, I mean, how many pouches are you fellows buying anyway?
How much are they again?
50.
50.
50 a pouch.
Yeah, and
I'll pick up one.
And you get 4 hits per pouch.
4 hits per pouch, 50 for 1 pouch. I'll pick up a pouch.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I'm just getting 1 pouch.
Alrighty. But on an interesting side note, so far for the Black Ichor, it only seems that humans have been affected so far from what you've seen.
Interesting.
Right, 'cause the dwarves and the elves haven't even touched.
Ah, so that's why the doors were safe, because it didn't really matter. Affect them anyway.
Yeah. It's a little late, guys, and my girlfriend has work tomorrow, so I'm gonna have to go.
Alright.
Thank you.
That's
Sorry
Not a bad place to stop.
to eject. I would love some XP before I do.
That I will grab it for you right now.
Yes, delicious.
Good
Love
spot to
sex.
leave off on as before you go to inspect the house of Jason Jeanette, the JJ.
You should give us 2,000 XP, so we level up. That is my suggestion to you. Just take it as you will.
I second that, but
Marine's like, I do not know.
Who,
Also,
me?
that is a pitiful 7th level healing word that I pretended to cast. That's disgusting. Come on. 13?
Before you guys punch out, how's everybody looking for the 13th, the 20th, or the 27th?
Well, let me get my calendar out. I'm not around for the 13th.
20th, you want to try and shoot for?
I can do the 20th.
You can do the
I
20th.
think I can do the 20th also. I'm sorry, I was looking at my calendar.
Let me put it in the chat right now, so that Jin will see it tomorrow.
What's
So
our
you
what's
get
our total XP?
520 XP each.
I got us with our new total.
Yippee.
Let's see.
That's our new total. We are
No,
1,200. We are 1,200
12.
away from leveling.
I'm at 12,100.
Have not put in the last time.
Yeah, so you should be
'Cause-
1270.
Because you left a little early last time.
It's true.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Lit.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
like, sorry
Nice
guys,
to
I gotta
know.
bail.
Yeah, me
That's
too.
fair.
Night.
Thank you for joining.
Alright.
Deuces.
Josh, before you run away,
Mm-hmm.
can I steal some of your elements? I'll credit you for them, but can I steal certain points of your store
Be my
so
guest.
far? Awesome. Because some of this is badass, and I think I want to use some of it. It's really cool.
I'm more than flattered. Thank you.
No, thank you, dude.
Yeah, for real. Thanks, man.
I was like invested.
The full
was-
fucking mind blower realization of like, holy shit, this is huge.
I was upset a little bit when he disappeared and I couldn't ask any more questions.
Well, I mean, you didn't mention a divine worshiper, so he got a little upset and dipped.
I mean, I can't say I blame him because I went for his neck twice.
It's true. Also, how you like that cheeky move of he was chilling in the chimney?
Sick. Thank you. See you the 20th. I'm tired. I'm exhausted too.
Fair enough. I look forward to seeing you guys then.
Awesome. Good luck with Sekiro. Now I have to pick that game back up.
Hell yeah.
It's so good.
It's such a fucking great one.
Mm-hmm.
I
I don't think I fight the monk. I don't know if I fought the monk. Maybe.